You have continued your efforts to earn the trust of the Chaos Cult, performing their acts of vandalism and chaos. But now, the cultists have asked you to take matters a step further, to frame the elves in the city for destruction and murder you will commit. You have acquired documents with the official seal from the elven community known as Aridithil's home. Your orders from the cult are to post racist messages against halflings as you burn down their homes. Rhil and one other recruit now sneak around the streets at night, ready to bring chaos to many halfling families. The question, Rhil, is how far will you take this?
While we're marching on over, I have try to do a bit of subterfuge. I know that Elmon is following me. You told me you somewhere else. I hope you're there. And I'm preparing a spell to cast, to hold, prestidigitation. When this thing starts to go down, I'm going to have it mimic, actually it's the minor illusion, mimic cry for the guards.
So a vocal sound.
Yeah, but it'll be loud.
Okay.
And it'll be guards, and that kind of thing.
All right, so you're preparing a spell of minor illusion.
Correct, to do just that.
Can be up to a scream. All right, cool.
Torches, when torches start to be lit, that kind of thing.
All right, well, that is almost happening now. Right now, Brock has grabbed 2 buckets of slick oil and is heading over towards houses on one side, and Crooked Nose is pointing towards houses on the other side for you. And he's walking towards the entrance to the cul-de-sac where you believe your friends are closest to, and he's going to start hammering up some of these notices.
Okay. So I'm going to where I need to go, but where I believe Elmon and the others are, I kind of wave them to kind of take care of this idiot over here.
Well, who idiot?
The guy doing the Martin Luther.
Okay. All right. Elmon, you see that, and Brock is splashing oil. He's on the other side of the cul-de-sac, splashing oil in some houses, trying to be pretty quiet. And what are you doing, Rhil?
I think once that happens... No, I'm waiting for the torches.
Yeah, there's no torches lit yet.
My bucket. I'm just taking my buckets to the side and off to the side and not, just putting them down and waiting.
Just dropping the buckets on the ground. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Crooked Nose is going over towards some houses that line the entrance of the cul-de-sac and is trying to quietly tap in some of these warning messages.
Brock's a little clumsy too, so he's gotten a fair amount of the oil on himself.
On himself? Oh, yeah. Good to know.
Avius has been
a little
surreptitiously kind of following the tracks of Brock and using prestidigitation to dry up the oil bit by bit along the way.
Say that again?
He's cleaning the oil off of the walls.
What's the range on that spell?
10 feet. Like as Brock moves.
Well, you got to understand. There's like almost a one-way entrance to this cul-de-sac. They've gone in maybe a third of the way in, stopped this cart, had their conversation, spread out. For you to be within 10 feet of him, you would be the only other person. They would have stopped you minutes ago.
Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, these are halfling houses, not like.
You're a little tall.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. What's next?
So the moment I see the torches.
No torches yet. Then he finishes hammering up a bunch of these. And is walking out further from the cul-de-sac to get a few more, and is getting a little close towards Elmon, Puck, and Avius. So you 3 need to make stealth rolls.
How close?
Within 40 feet. Oh! Doesn't matter, he rolled a critical failure.
No, perfect.
He's completely oblivious. He's got this smile on his face and is just thinking about the faces of those little halflings as they burn in their homes. Menial task from that elf, my ass.
So Brock is kind of back in the middle of the cul-de-sac?
Brock is inside the cul-de-sac splashing oil. He's going back and forth to the cart to get oil.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the Crooked Nose Man who's come out.
Crooked Nose Man.
Yeah.
And he's in the middle.
He's now outside the cul-de-sac in the connecting street,
Gotcha.
attaching notices so that they don't get burned.
I see. In the next neighbor. Okay.
And he's oblivious to you guys. You guys are literally totally caught standing there. You weren't expecting to go. You're just standing there, and he just walked right past you. You cannot believe he saw you. He's totally oblivious to you. He sets up notices, comes right next to you, hammers one next to the shadows you are in, is oblivious, and is wrapping up his work and is heading back into the cul-de-sac.
How far away is he?
As close or as far as you want him to be.
Then Avius does prestidigitation of mimicking a sound of somebody inside the home. What is that? Who is that? Who's out there?
You make that sound, okay.
Yeah, not in Avius's voice, but in...
Right, make a performance roll.
Coming from inside.
No, this is an illusion. You can make it sound like that. Yeah, it's not you doing it.
Yeah,
it's a spell.
Me.
Hearing that, I will trigger mine, which would be the...
What's yours?
Guards.
Okay. Crooked Nose hears that and whispers loudly, hurry, and runs to the cart and hands some flint and steel to Brock and has some himself and is striking them and lighting up some torches.
Hmm.
You're doing excellent.
Thank you.
And Brock, you've got one in your hands, a torch. You're olympically carrying it towards the...
Yeah, like just goose stepping towards the home.
Goose
stepping.
I don't know how many times I can keep doing it, but I'm following up. He lights his...
It's a duration of 1 minute.
I snuff out the torch.
With your prestidigitation?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Every time he keeps lighting it.
Yeah.
All right, you put out
it
his
down,
torch.
like strike it again to light it back up.
All right, they keep lighting up both torches, but the rate they can do it does not match the rate of your prestidigitation. And you hear him yell out, or yell out loud, "Halfling, get over here! Help with the torches! There's something wrong!" Not knowing you're off in the distance, casting the very spell, countering it. What's the distance on prestidigitation?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Oh, no, you got to be close. Yeah, so you need to be a little surreptitious. Make a sleight of hand roll.
Sleight of hand. Ready there. 15.
15. He's oblivious as always, apparently. He doesn't notice that.
At this point, Elmon will yell, they're over there. They're in the cul-de-sac.
And he says, run for it. Forget the torches, run.
But the barrels.
And he is running between two random houses to try and get out of here.
Brock follows the
Crooked Nose guy?
Nose.
Okay.
I give the sharp whistle a get him. And I try to clean up this stupid mess and get it out of the way.
Avius runs after Brock.
All right.
And tries to
fireball him.
Tries to get within within the range.
Get him.
What range?
10 feet, ideally.
I wasn't sure what you wanted to do.
Why don't you just firebolt him? It's 120 feet.
Yeah.
You go up.
I mean, you want to...
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
All right, make a spell attack.
I was just...
Got an armor class of 10.
I'm caught in the moment.
Fireball.
I mean, I'm on to get him, but...
Yeah, just roll your spell attack.
It's 16.
16's a hit.
Brock emulates.
Oh.
Well, you do 2d10 points of damage, which is a lot of Brock health already.
That's true. 7.
Brock,
covered in oil.
You are hit. Your lower half of your body is just drenched in oil from your poor application of it. And boom, there is now this human torch falling over, smacking into the walls of a house that does not have any oil on it whatsoever, so that's safe. And Brock drops to the ground, crying out in agony and pain.
Try to unfurl my cloak and try to put him out.
Okay. You're running over there to help put out Brock, and Crooked Nose has disappeared between some buildings.
Can Elmon follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. Elmon's intent on following him, but more intent on not being spotted.
Yeah, that's the challenge, because Brock the Human Torch is in that little alleyway, lighting it up.
I mean,
well, I've got him. I'm
Almost.
covering him.
You're getting there.
Getting there. Okay.
Ooh. How far away?
Light an arrow off of Brock, and then...
Woo!
Don't you have an arrow that's like for bridge laying?
Spanning arrow, yeah. I can bring him back.
Good junk. Come here.
How far away
Mark him.
is... Yes.
Yeah.
Is,
Crooked Nose?
Yeah.
He is 40 feet away from you.
All right. He will be hunter's marked.
You have marked him. What's the duration of that?
Well,
Just
for now, because I can't cast it at 3rd level yet, it will be an hour.
So you've upgraded it.
No, I can't.
Oh, the default's 1.
Correct. Yeah. The default's 1 hour. At higher levels, it can be up to 24 hours. But for right now, it can only be
1 hour.
for an hour.
Okay.
And then so I'm going to hang back a little bit, but I am going to follow him. My intention is to just figure out where he goes, what he's doing without being spotted.
And we haven't really used Hunter's Mark much in this way. What
Yeah.
does it let you do with that information?
Choose a creature within range, missily mark your quarry until the spell ends. You have an advantage on any perception or survival check you make to find it. So basically, trying to find it, I get an advantage
Okay.
on perception or survival.
Much easier to spot and do tracking on.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
But you don't just automatically.
No, there's not like a
No,
ping.
no, I can still lose them, but I get an advantage to track them. So that's what I'm basically going from that to a tracking mode
Okay.
on him to figure out where he's going.
All right. He scampers over a wall and
And my
runs
cloak is
along
up so that I'm not
Okay, and he's running.
identifiable.
Hold on, he's running across the wall and is jumping out from this neighborhood into another one, and
Spry.
you are giving him chase.
From a distance.
Okay.
More tracking than like I'm not like,
Okay,
trying to
that's good to
breathe
know.
down his neck because I do not want to be spotted.
All right.
And if I need to like let him out of my sight, versus being seen, I will definitely do that, and then just try and kind of catch his trail again. So
Okay, let's do that right now. Make a
being very
perception roll with advantage as you follow him street by street for some time.
18.
18. You're able to keep close without being spotted mostly. Do a stealth roll with advantage as well. I have no idea. Get it. I'll reroll.
11.
Oh, this guy's oblivious. What'd
11.
you get? He got a 5.
Okay, fantastic.
He doesn't even notice you're there. You have to lose sight of him at one time and need to try and track. You're not sure which direction he went, but there aren't a lot of people, so you look at some signs. You will also, it's pretty challenging, but you still get advantage from your great perception roll, so you'll maintain it.
And that'll be survival.
Survival.
Okay. 22.
Jeez. You are able to find one of 2 houses where you believe he has gone, and then you're not sure which. You see a light go on, and through the curtains, you can see him through the window and know the very house he has returned to. This has been probably 30 minutes of wandering around the city.
So I know where he lives now.
Yep. Rhil, you have put out the fire on Brock.
Are you okay?
Brock, what is your answer? He does not seem to be okay.
Brock, I know you want to do this, but your wounds look grievous, and you should go. There's no mark against you. This is a very nasty burn. You could try again next month when they do tryouts.
He does not appear to be mobile.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
I have a cart full of oil.
Soothing oil.
Soothing oil. I try to, actually I'll do that with the cart, emptying out its contents, putting him in it.
All right.
And then trying to wheel him off more too, and dumping him at a local temple
Okay.
of any real faith, really.
All right.
Just,
Hopefully the one I tagged earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, you take Brock out of there. And what else?
I'm on stage, just observes for just a few minutes, just to see if he can learn anything from the exterior, and then and then we'll go back to the Middle Hawks.
Okay.
Well, he'll swing through the Halfling district first, and then make sure that nothing else is going on. And
you see nothing else going on, and you see Avius walking away in the distance. And
Puck takes down all the notifications.
The notices.
Yes.
He takes them
all
down.
right.
Good call.
Yep.
Save those for later. Done. You guys are back at Middlehawks.
What did you learn?
I know where he lives.
Excellent.
I got these I got the notices he put up.
Brock, what are you doing here?
Wrong character. Wrong character.
You mentioned you wanted to talk to the elves, so you have some proof against what was almost done. That was close. That was good work.
Yes,
from everybody.
That was good thinking, Puck. And Avius.
No.
You too.
Well, now we see if he buys it.
So
he ran scared. He knows what happened, and Brock, I don't think, is coming back.
So it's just
because he's with you in the cart outside.
Wait.
You forgot to drop him off.
I gotta stop. Oh, I put him down. Sorry.
Well, you could go back and meet him again.
That would be one way.
Or we could...
That would be the way I would prefer, to keep the ruse.
And when we know he's gone, I could perhaps...
Yes, his place.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Then I won't waste a moment. I will get out to that orange door building and wait for his arrival. He is likely to show up.
It's about 1:32 in the morning right now.
You think he'll be there tonight?
I will wait for him. If he goes there tonight, if he doesn't, I still think I should keep my eyes on that place.
Weren't you supposed to meet tomorrow?
Sometime in the morning, wasn't it? Sometime.
I don't remember.
I wasn't there, so.
Okay.
So Rhil is going to go to the meeting building.
Okay.
And camp out, watching for the Crooked Nose guys to show up.
All right.
When he does, it's more of a confrontation on site, not waiting for this congenial moment up in the building, that kind of thing.
All right, you are there all night. There is no sign of anyone all night, and morning arrives. Everyone but Rhil gets back all your spells, heals half your maximum hit points, gets back half your hit dice, and Rhil, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, I didn't know it had that effect.
That gem that I got.
Yes.
Well, you stayed up all night.
From the adventurer down below the tailor.
Yes.
Can I imagine I can attune to that?
Yes. I had it here.
We'll just do it.
There it is. Attunement for you is... It is a gem of the summer court.
Ooh.
When and only when it is attached to a focus item, which the sword can be, we can say, your Balm on the Summer Courts get +1 per die.
Shoot.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
And...
So it's an always-on kind of thing.
As long as he has the sword out.
The
sword must be drawn.
So the sword, I can have both the gems attached to it?
You can. The rolls get a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But yes, and then the critical failures would be disastrous for everything. So you might want to stop by the 12th one.
Yeah.
Just gem-encrusted sword.
There's a little bit of blade sticking out the end. It's just gems everywhere.
He's not using it as a sword anymore. It's just a gem storage device.
I might attach it to something else. Just gotta think about it.
All right. So, Rhil, I think it's on you then. What's happening?
Waiting for El Crooked Nose.
Okay.
So
There is no El Crooked Nose. You had something, Elmon?
I was just going to say that I was going to, in the morning, after getting a nice rest, I was going to post up and wait for Crooked Nose Guy to meet Rhil, and then as soon as they made contact, I was going to go to Crooked Nose Guy's house.
Okay.
Was my intention.
Okay.
But you said there is no guy now.
No one came. It is morning time. When you were supposed to meet, I don't know what. So I don't know what your plans are.
To meet with this guy.
Okay, so you're just going to wait there.
Yeah.
Okay. And Puck, Avius, what are you doing? It's morning time. You're fresh.
Why don't you guys watch Rhil?
Avius needs some more croissants.
Okay, so he's going to the bakery shop.
And you were
Become a
going to his
regular.
house?
I'm going to wait until I see him, and then I'm going to go to his house. Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't know if you want to...
yeah, I'll tag along
Yeah,
with you.
so we can go two by two.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so everyone's in the bakery?
Yeah, we're all buying bread together.
All in the bakery except
No,
for Rhil.
I'm kidding.
Oh, tell me where you're at. What's going on?
I'm hidden in shadows, watching from a distance, waiting for Crooked Nose Guy to show up and talk to Rhil.
All right.
As soon as he shows
Okay,
up,
just hold right there. Also, somewhere else, hidden in the shadows in this morning light, is Rhil, from my understanding.
Yes.
Okay. And then you two, Puck and Avius, are in the bakery. Just trying to figure it all out. Okay.
I'll give a whistle when I'm on my way.
Rhil and Elmon, you see the arrival.
And we're not together though. Am I not? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
we've made that clear.
Just making sure.
In a separate spot. You guys see a badly wounded Brock limping his way in with new clothes and barely just shuffling over towards the bakery some distance away and just standing out there and then leaning against the wall and closing his eyes. Very, very tired. So he's also waiting.
I go over to Brock.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was me. I'm so sorry. Go for it.
This is something I need. I need to belong. I need this. I want to create chaos.
Chaos can happen on any day. You are very injured. You are no good to chaos in your condition.
I'm fine. Better than ever.
Keep quiet then.
Where's our friend?
He hasn't shown himself. Once the attempt was made, he ran away when the guard showed up.
We all ran.
I ran to you.
Yeah, I know. I still don't know what happened. I was just...
I think the oil your torch got too close to you.
That's probably it.
What was that old man giggling sound that's still in my ears?
It's haunting.
His corduroys were rubbing together too fast as he was running away.
Elmon, make a stealth roll for me.
Natural 20.
Whoa! Okay.
What was that?
Some people walk by your spot. They get very, very close. Someone opens up some wooden awning or thing above you and lights up your area, but you're still just perfectly hidden behind some crate type stuff, and you are perfectly invisible to all. There's some mother and her young son right next to you that are getting going with their morning, but they have no idea. You're a little trapped right now, but not that they would really care. But anyways, all right, keep going. Didn't mean to interrupt. Ninja Elmon. You just gonna wait?
Just gonna wait. Perhaps we should wait over there in the...
Have you gone up? Should we go upstairs?
Can you walk?
I can walk. I'm fine. Said that before.
We'll go upstairs.
Okay. As you go upstairs, you, Brock, hear, but don't put any kind of merit at all to it. You hear as well, Rhil. You lightly hear Puck and lightly hear Avius, and crystal clear hear Elmon, a distant chime of a church go dong.
I hope you're armed, Brock.
Shit. When did that happen before?
Brock, you
The
need
last
to go.
time we got surrounded.
There's
by
no
the
time
shadow
for this
creature
here.
dudes,
What do you
it was
mean?
awesome.
You have to go now. It's too
No.
dangerous.
No.
Brock, if you don't leave now, I am going to kill you.
Why? You're not going to kill me with your little guitar?
And
I beat him with the guitar.
I draw out the length of my rapier from my back.
Okay.
Why are you? What's your problem? What's your problem, little guy?
This is for your own good.
No.
Get out of here now. Do you hear those bells?
Do not draw that.
Do you hear those bells?
You hear another louder gong of a church bell.
Son of a
Avius
Another thing, not for
runs
you.
out of the bakery to go try and find Puck. We must find the others. Go to the last known location of Elmon.
You don't know. Elmon said he was going to be watching this place. He's like a ninja.
Am I able to drop out of stealth mode without being seen by...
No. That's not how that works.
Hey, can I be stealthy? Well, I'm not stealthy.
No, I mean, I'm saying, can I move, like, am I still trapped is the mom and child still there?
Yeah, they're right there. They're
Okay.
getting their stall set up for the morning.
Damn you, Brock. Don't
Okay.
make me kind of like your character.
Can I go up on the roof?
Yeah, you can start climbing.
All right.
We're on
I
the
will
same
attempt to do
team.
that as
Why are you threatening
stealthily
me?
as possible.
All right, make an athletics roll. Disadvantaged.
He's asked me a question. Why am I threatening him? I don't answer you right away. I charge out to the opening of the door and look around for where I've heard Puck and Avius.
You see Avius has dragged Puck out into the middle of the road.
Did you hear it?
Yes, we heard it.
What'd you roll?
Where is he?
I don't know.
Hold on, what'd you roll, Elmon?
9.
A 9.
There he is.
Dong!
You hear a surprised yell from a little boy as Elmon, you slip and fall and crash into the crates you were hiding behind earlier. You take Elmon just 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Brock, you wanted chaos? Come with me.
And Avius runs that way.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and...
Puck, come along.
Wait.
Can we? Yeah, Puck wants to go up to the mother and the child and like get out of here.
Well, you're up there. You're up there.
Get out, you guys.
We're not open yet. In just a few minutes. If you could just wait
There's
a
some
bit.
trouble coming. Either get inside and get down, or get the hell out of here.
We need to get away from here, and Elmon will head towards the closest, alley to get into both a defensive
Find a good
position.
dead end for us, yeah.
Hey, it worked fine last time.
Nice lead, by the way.
At least get that. Well, I want to get whatever's coming for me away from innocence. So,
Are they innocent?
Now you're turning into him.
Just kidding.
Well, Elmon, you can kind of pick the position. What are you looking for?
in an open, a relatively open space that is that's vacated, that's deserted.
All right, there is one such place, and that place is a T intersection right where the orange door building is at. There is a road, there is minimal morning traffic, and you guys, if you can time it somehow luckily or scare some people off, there it is, a big open space. The rest are narrow, twisting alleys or twisting small roads.
Move your ass, Brock!
I'm coming.
You hear a third dong, and it's louder, very loud.
So now we're all running back to the orange store?
No, I'm not going that way for sure.
Rhil, where are you?
Coming down the stairs, following Avius and Puck wherever they go, and I believe Brock is following. Yeah.
Brock is limpingly following.
Scimitar. Sounds like the orange door is the place to be.
All right, fine. I'm going to head towards that T intersection.
All right, Rhil, as you're leading Brock out to the intersection, you see Elmon run past Avius and Puck, and they turn direction and follow him, and all of you are in the middle of this intersection, and you can see there is a cart being pulled by 4 horses coming this way, and that is the only traffic that is visible in motion towards you.
Does it seem like a mundane cart and horses, or?
It appears to be a normal, non-4 horsemen. Yes, it's a normal wagon loaded with supplies, just crates and crates and crates stacked, eye on it, tied down.
We guys coming those horses out of here?
Or take them.
I was thinking of taking them.
4 horses.
Ooh, land vehicle.
Oh no!
Yes.
And then there is a 4th and final dong that reverberates through all of your minds and psyches and tends to shake you, and you hold your heads in.
And is Brock with us?
Oh yeah,
Brock is with us.
He's with Rhil. He sees you in like waves.
Give him a nod.
And then
I think
Brock,
you made a mistake, but
eyes the goblin with some distasteful.
Just don't touch him, or the universe collapses.
Yeah.
Rhil eyes Brock and says, "This is your final test." Give us the sword and waits for the chaos.
Okay.
Are we going to take these horses?
I'm just prepared for the. All I know is all hell's about to break loose. So it's up to you.
I don't know.
You were with us before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, scrambling. There's 4 bells. That's when they appeared last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So getting scrambling up onto a cart or cutting the horses loose and climbing on them.
Got to make a decision now, though.
Let's get on the cart. So we're gonna.
Right now, this very second, all of you are almost doubled over, clutching your heads from the gong.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what's happening.
Okay.
We're just barely too late.
And as you're doing that and you're shaking your heads and trying to clear your minds, the bright morning sun disappears and it all becomes gloomy darkness. The darkness closes in around you and down the streets that you've come from and some of the alleyways. It is covered in white mist that extends out in the edge.
Elmon will yell.
Go for it.
If you...
Yell it. Let's hear it.
I'm not going to yell. If you leave now, I won't come and kill you. I won't come and kill you.
Tuesday.
I was just going to say
He
Tuesday.
won't come on Tuesday to kill you.
I won't seek you out and kill you. Leave me alone.
You
And
hear...
draw my bow.
All right, you draw your bow. You've got your bow. Nice.
We were going to say okay, but you drew your bow.
It's a
You
theme.
hear a voice from the sky above call out, Elmon Yarbel, you will die. You will die now. And you can see maybe 30 feet up and near the edge of the darkness, the floating
Oh, we should have killed that
a floating armored guy with
He
the
got
ghostly
away.
armor.
I'm about to remedy that.
Yeah.
With his a great sword in his hand. I have you guys kind of back to back to back to back. Right here is a wall of this T intersection of an avenue. There are buildings here and here and down here. And you have dared to strike one of Gull's greatest kings and think you a mortal can live.
You really shouldn't have done it. I mean,
I'm going to let you finish. But I'm going to let him finish his speech because I feel like, that's a polite thing to do. But
that's on me. Okay. All right.
But then I'm planning on shooting him with an arrow.
All right. You plan on shooting with an arrow, and we will begin combat. And to no surprise to anyone, Elmon is up first.
And it's just him? Presently?
It is not just him. You can see... Good point. You can see he is floating. We'll put him floating over here. I'll move it so everyone can see. He is floating at the edge of these dark, shadowy buildings that were there before, but are now in a different plane of existence, if you will. And right back over here are 4 very confused-looking horses right now, and a big, highly tall, stacked wagon. There's a wall of buildings over here.
Is it just like stopped in time?
Yeah. The horses have not, though. They're there. And
Okay.
the wagon just comes kind of to a stop, and they're not sure, and they seem agitated. There's a wagon driver who is also with you. You also have Brock there. And you can see another one of those white-skinned ghouls quickly come kind of galloping on all fours and then walking on 2 legs and then go on all fours. And as he gets close-ish, he's on 2 legs. He's got muscles. He kind of looks like those decked-out guys from Mad Max Fury Road with the white paint type of a thing, except he's got a long tongue, a really long tongue, sharp fang type things, and some nail claws. And he...
Same helmet, like melted?
No, not that.
Okay.
Not that.
They learn.
You also see...
Yeah.
Maybe you don't. I will let Avius make a perception roll. And facing outwards, who's that? Puck may make a perception roll.
Avius wants to...
And Rhil may make perception disadvantaged.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Rhil.
Oh.
Puck is normal.
12.
Okay.
Like 6.
Okay.
17.
Woo! And Puck was there. Puck, you see a pair of eyes up high just in the misty darkness that are 2 stories up. So someone's up there, and that are maybe 12, no, I'd say 10 feet above that. So it's a tall figure. You can just see some flash of yellowish eyes.
Okay.
And the whole place has gotten quiet for a moment, and the only sound you hear is a twang, twang of Elmon's bow. Elmon, who are you shooting at?
Quick question. Potion of invulnerability. What is the effect on that?
I've got it. I can look it up.
That's resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Okay.
Oh, you remember that.
All right, very good. So yes, that is what you hear. 2 twangs of arrows. Both are going to be magical plus 1 arrow.
Correction, that's resistance to all damage.
Including magical?
All damage.
Okay. Well, first, instead of twang, you're...
All right, that'll be your bonus.
I will drink my potion of invulnerability.
Done.
And then...
You know that has servings, right? You could...
It's like 190 calories per serving. He's just consumed 4 of them. The salt content's through the roof.
And first arrow... Oh, that's crappy. 11?
11 does not get through his armor.
Yeah, because I'm shooting the guy with the great sword.
Yeah. No.
Second arrow... Frick. 14.
You shoot 2 arrows, but you are thrown off by the weird thickening agents going through your body of this spell, this potion you just consumed. And you miss both of your attacks. From the darkness,
It's not starting well.
the eyes that you spotted, Puck, leaping from the building and landing with a huge thud off that building, is an undead, a zombie, but not just any zombie, one that towers at 10 feet tall. It is a ogre zombie that stands before you. It makes a weird undead sound, and it lumbers forward and is heading right towards you, Puck. What's his speed? He is not a normal slow zombie. He's able to cover that distance, and he has a giant morning star and he swings that down and comes crashing down upon you with a big old smash. You try and dive out of the way. All of you guys are in a circle back to back to back. Here it comes Puck. Oh, 25.
You always roll high against him.
You are crunched
Poor little Puck.
with 13 points of piercing damage. Smash.
Wow.
The armored figure 30 feet up casts a spell on you, Elmon. Where is he at? There he is. I was going to cast a spell on you. Where's my spells? You're going to need to make a save, I'm pretty darn sure. There it is. Elmon, make a... You start to feel just a little bit weak. He makes a ranged attack against you. So this is against your armor class.
Mm-hmm.
Critical hit.
Jesus.
All right. On a hit, you will deal only half damage with weapons that use strength, and he will extend that out with the critical to dexterity now as well. So you are now enfeebled.
I have an autosave versus spells.
Then it totally misses.
And that was my last one from...
All right, you
from,
cancel
from
that
effect.
deep sinking in enfeeblement. Where did that come from?
The planar.
What's that?
The planar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pale tower guys. Nice.
And, I had two, and I think both were used to good effect.
Rhil,
Yes.
you're up, Rhil. Play that music.
Wet boy.
Play that funky music, Stormrunner.
To that end, who of our enemies has gone? It's been the gorilla
The gorilla.
and
Yeah, so
Those
the
two guys.
one.
There's a big undead ogre that just smashed Puck.
Yeah.
And Avis, you're gonna be next, so be ready.
Did that Raven Feeblement do any damage or just...
No.
Okay.
Nope. Jack. Nope.
And I just give it a little wink.
As holy power from beyond protects you. Perfect.
I step to the side of Puck, and I look at the ogre, and I start with this. Did you ever hear the one about... And I start telling him a humorous joke in ogre tongue,
Okay.
and it is this is hideous laughter.
Okay.
He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
The ogre does?
Yes.
That's not his forte.
Shoot.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. I'm gonna roll my good die right here.
All right, good day.
Total of 10.
You will fail.
Uh-oh. So you told him a joke about ogres.
Joke about ogres.
The undead ogre just...
Hold on.
Yeah, yes.
There's a requirement, and I took a risk.
Oh.
What's his intelligence?
Oh, that's a good question.
So an ogre walks into a
He has to
bar.
understand the joke.
It fails. He has an intelligence of 3.
Damn!
Oh!
Don't get it.
Awesome. You still have a move and a bonus. Otherwise, we're moving on. Avius.
Maybe it's
That's how you ask that question. Don't really give time before.
Well, it's just because I know we
Yeah,
can wait
yeah.
a long. He can always
Avius
chime in.
casts Earth Armor on himself.
All right, that's your action.
Yep.
And again, move and bonus.
No bonus.
And
I'm
Puck.
just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Staying where you're at. Avius, you see more eyes appear down your road and another undead ogre stomping into this plane of existence.
Okay.
The horses are getting very agitated, by the way, and as they see these undead things.
So I
We
got
should take
my
the
20
horses.
Not a bad idea.
Puck's up. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Puck's gonna cast a spell he hasn't cast before, and it's a level 4 spell. Yeah, Stone Skin.
Level 4.
Yeah. So it turns the flesh of a willing creature, Puck, as hard as stone until the spell ends. It is concentration up to an hour, and it has resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Resistance to that. All right. All that damage. Cool. And the same thing, you have a bonus, blah, blah, blah.
Bonus, I'll do a couple bombs of the summer quarter.
All right.
For 5.
But you have that gem.
Not infused yet. The second ogre zombie stomps in, dragging its morning star behind it, and moves right up towards, who is that? Elmon and Avius, but it does not get its action this round. The ghoul, however, does quickly move in and comes clawing at Elmon. And that's got to be a hit with, maybe not. It was a 7 to 21 to Elmon.
Why wouldn't that hit?
I was just double checking my math.
Okay.
Has hit you. He's going to doing a claw. Hits you, scrapes you with his claws for 7 points of slashing damage.
So that's reduced to 3 or 4.
Round down. Always
So
round
3.
down. And you feel a second bit of magical juice flowing through your veins. This not invulnerability juice, but magic that courses through you and an undead chill to your bones that makes you seize up. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Seven?
7 is not enough. You are now paralyzed. You can repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns, ending the effect.
Okay.
And Elmon, you are up. Your turn is over. You can now make that roll.
14.
You have gotten past the paralyzing, deathly magic and have gained control of your functions again, but that did take your turn.
Yeah.
The first ogre zombie is attacking Puck again and swings out its Morning Star. 1 second, there we go. For 8, total of 8 to hit.
Yeah, not gonna do it.
All right, you leap back just an inch because you're smacking into Avius. You guys are in a tight circle and miss. Flying over the whole group up in the air is the armored guy with magical glowing armor behind him, leaving a trail of shadows as he flies. He flies over the group and descends mostly down towards the Elmon side of your circle. And he reaches out with his hands to touch you. He just wants to touch you, Elmon. There's no attack. He's not swinging his sword. This is a diplomatic, innocent touching.
Peace.
I will hug him back.
Okay. He reaches out with a 11 versus your armor class.
No.
Okay.
Is that what that's
no
what you
touching.
said. No.
No touching.
Slap his hand away. Stop that.
Okay, that's a miss. Rhil. So, your group's in a circle. You are surrounded by a ghoul, 2 large undead ogres, and there's this flying guy, dripping armor behind him, who's just sweeping back and forth, reaching out his hands, failing to get anyone.
Did Brock ever go?
Oh, Brock did not go. He needs to go during your turn. What will Brock do?
He's going to pull his...
Well, let's say he panicked the last turn. He'll go on your next turn. Okay,
gotcha.
Rhil. And then Avius, you're next. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
Am I going?
Yeah.
Okay. For the feeble attacks of the ogre, since the joke didn't work, I now mock his intelligence. You don't know this? Vicious mockery is applied. And he makes attempts to make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Oh, it was a 20 and it rolled to an 8. He has an 8 total.
He'll take 1 point of psychic damage. And he has disadvantage on his next turn. Next attack.
1 point of big 1 point of psychic damage. Which ogre was this?
It's slightly.
This one?
Sure.
Sure. Got it. Avius, you're up.
Now, are these two ogres the same size?
Yes.
Okay. Avius casts Mordekainen's Faithful Hound.
Okay, normally a protective guard spell.
Oh, this is something like that.
Okay.
Because I already did Earth Armor. So I conjure a Phantom Watchdog in an unoccupied space within range that I can see. Range is 30 feet, so he's going immediately behind the ogre. Kind of right in between the ogre and the
Ghoul. So there's a phantom ghostly dog of your creation.
Yes, he is invisible to all creatures, except to me.
Okay.
He cannot be harmed. And then he's triggered by a small or larger creature. When it comes within 30 feet, he starts barking. If it comes within 5 feet, then at my turn he gets to make an attack. He can see invisible creatures. He can see into the ethereal plane. He ignores illusions. So anything within 30 feet, no matter what it is, he can see, and he will start barking.
So he's a biting 5 foot radius. He's tethered to 5 feet.
Yeah.
He can bite at the start of your turn.
And he's bitey.
He's very bitey.
He can be if you know the secret password that I set when I first conjure him, then you can get by him without detection.
All right.
Pineapple. Hey, it worked.
Okay. Next up is Puck, the Goblin Healer.
Yes. Going to... He's right on me. I'm going to disengage from that ogre.
Puck is there.
One with the spear. Move further than 5 feet away.
Okay, you're backing a little towards the horses, but still have some distance.
And then I'm going to cast Ice Knife on that ogre.
Isn't that explosive to a distance?
Within 5 feet.
Within 5, okay. That will not catch any of your friends. Just him. Good luck.
17
is a definite hit. Zombies are not known for their armor class.
Okay.
If they are, we are in big trouble.
I'll tell you that much.
2 damage there.
Big 2! This was the first one. Got it. Then he makes a save?
Yes.
I'm sure he made it. No, 17?
Yeah, that made it.
So half damage, no damage? From the exploding part. The knife hits and then it explodes in ice.
No, it's if he makes it, he doesn't take any more
so I got
damage.
the initial slice.
Oh, I do. You know what I do want to do with that, though, with that 2 damage, is use my, is it Nimble of the Small?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't get
My
used.
Fury of the Small, so he takes an additional 7 damage.
Okay. More? How does that, what's that ability?
It's, God damn it.
Can you tell us about that?
When I damage a creature with an attack or spell and the creature size is larger than mine, it can deal extra damage according to my level.
Nice. Once per long rest, I think?
Short rest.
Short rest.
Wow.
Smack, he takes some damage, stumbles back. He so far does not appear to be phased much by the damage. He is big and meaty. Speaking of big and meaty, the second one right next to Avius.
Brock's turn.
Oh, Brock does get to go. Yeah, let's stop that. Brock, go for it.
So he's going to take his scimitar out and run to that same goblin that Puck just hit.
Zombie.
Or the zombie, yeah. And he's going to roll, and he's going to use his 2 chaos dice. And as he runs,
now or never, baby.
He's just chaos. Oh, 9.
9 is a hit for Brock.
Wow.
Chaos.
And he's going to do 1d6 plus 3 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
All right, not bad for half-charred Brock.
Yeah. And now it's his time to die.
What was the total? 6?
Yeah.
Got 6 done. All right. So the other ogre zombie who's on the other side of your circled group is swinging up with his morning star, and that's that sharp wedged ballish type thing on a long metal rod. Swings it up to try and catch the old wizard right in the chin. Morning star attack is a 22.
Which one is that? Which point? Okay.
That hits.
That hits for 13 points of piercing damage. But you've got some armor?
It's
armor class. That's
armor
helped you.
class.
All right. 13 points of piercing.
What was the...
22 was a roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
13. Okay.
Smash. The ghoul grabs onto you, Elmon, and sinks his teeth towards your shoulder to bite you. With a 14.
Miss.
Oh, grabs onto you, you kick him off, and it stumbles back, falls to the ground, and gets back up, pissed off and angry. You will die! And Elmon, you are first at the start of the round.
Very quickly, stow the bow.
Stow the bow.
And draw the sword.
All right, that is your bonus action.
And I will attack the ogre that Brock has bravely attacked.
Okay.
Right there, right?
No, he's pushed back a little bit so the ice didn't hit you. There's a little bit of a gap.
Then how about the other ogre?
Sure, you can easily turn around and slice him.
Okay. I will do so.
Slice away.
And my first shot will be a 13 to hit.
Hits. Sinks into rotten flesh.
Not a monstrosity, just an undead, right?
Undead.
Okay. Wounded? Not wounded.
Not wounded.
Okay, we'll remedy that momentarily. 7, 12 points of damage.
That's nice.
And the second swipe at him, 10.
10 is a hit.
Ooh, fantastic.
Oh, yeah, Brock got a 9.
Yeah.
Bonus damage.
Ugh.
Doesn't sound good. 8. All right, you hack off meaty chunks for the butcher's shop, but it is easily still standing. And speaking of ogre zombies, the original one's going to go, and it's going to attack the enemy right in front of it, which is...
Brock! See you later.
Brock is hit with a 20.
Which one is it?
This one right here.
That one is a disadvantage.
And Brock is...
That one is a disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantaged? Oh, why is that?
It's suffering the effects of my vicious mockery.
Oh. Brock is still hit.
I tried.
Brock is hit, and his head is smashed in like a Thanksgiving pumpkin left out way too long.
It's all right. You did your due diligence, buddy.
And the ogre zombie just relishes. And takes a moment to pull his morning star out of the goo, and Brock falls back, head indented and lower half charred.
Oh no, not Brock.
Poor Brock.
Poor Brock.
You've been debrocked. Is gone. Let me fish around for another one.
He doesn't get a death save?
No. He does not. There is another large zombie.
How far away?
Ogre zombie. 60 feet. That's a little closer than I meant. 60 feet. It'll take him around to get there. He has appeared. Overhead is the flying armored guy, and he is solely focused on the target of his, on his cutting words. Die, Elmon, die!
How high above?
He is 20 feet up and just swoops down.
The hound is like...
And swoops down. Yeah, go for it.
Should be a chihuahua.
Make a spell attack.
No, it's only a bark at this point. He doesn't attack until my turn.
At the start of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just a warning.
Okay. We'll count him as within range of you since he's constantly swooping in.
Your dog is just annoyingly...
You're the only one that can hear him, right?
Somebody shut that thing up.
I think...
We can hear him, we can't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there'd be no point for it to be barking.
Right.
Well, except to maybe warn.
I don't know. He's a weird old man.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean, it could be to warn Avius, so yeah, that could be.
I don't know.
All right. He swoops over, and Elmon, you feel his, as you're dealing with this ghoul, you feel the hand, the armored male hand of this floating suit.
I said no touchy.
Touch you and brushes against the back of your neck. He tries to grab with metal fingers, and magical energy pulses through the armor into you with a 21 versus your armor class.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I still have full.
You are hit and racked with agonizing pain.
Okay.
Did I say agonizing? I don't have the dice in front of me. Can you roll it for me, Elmon? You take 4d10 points of necrotic damage.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. Huge.
19. But that's going to be half.
Oh, because you're in vulnerability.
So
10.
10.
Nice,
Well,
nice, nice.
No, round down.
Always round down.
1989.
Yeah, 9.
And then Rhil, you are up.
Okay. No. What the hell is going on around me? Monsters. Where is Rhil? Can someone point to him? Where am I?
You're in the back.
I'm right there. Okay. And you just took a bunch of damage. Okay. Rhil will...
Might want to grab us that cart.
He's seen this annoying figure flying about.
Run it through him.
Yeah. We'll jump aboard.
And the familiar high-pitched note that is the bane of all metal-headed creatures
There are no metalheads in this.
sinks into the metal armor of the creature that is flying about like an idiot.
That's true.
Oh.
And he is now a slowly embered, glowing guy as it flies around.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
That totally is within range. All right, you have heated him up. And does that do immediate damage? Describe the spell.
If it's in physical contact with it, I'll do the full read then.
I see it. The creature in physical takes 2d8. So roll 2d8 fire damage right now.
Okay.
And you have any other concentration? Because it is a concentration.
Yeah, there's no other concentration in going. Takes 2d8. It will take 3 this round.
All right. 3 points of damage.
He has the option of trying to drop his object. If he cannot, he is at disadvantage to attack.
Ooh, that's a good one. And
That should make it easier.
3 points of damage. Got it. And he dished out his painful wounds to Elmon. What's your hit points at, Elmon?
Currently at 48.
All right. And Rhil, you are done. Avius, you're up.
Is the ghoul or the ogre, like, who's healthier?
Who's healthier?
I don't think the ghoul's gotten it.
Ghoul has not been hurt at all.
All right. The hound is going after the ghoul.
Okay. It's a free attack.
It's, no, he rolls.
No, I'm saying he's free. It doesn't take an action. All right. Your
free
spectral
attack does not
hound
take my
bites.
action. So, 3 plus 9, 12.
Hits?
Okay.
You're just trying to wound everything for Elmon?
And it's going to take...
What? That much damage?
Yeah, 48.
No.
Yeah, 48.
I'm talking to the wizard.
It deals
it's a fourth level
4d8 piercing.
Yeah, it's a fourth level.
Nice.
So
I guess the
takes-
catch is it's a really small radius.
Yeah. Right.
But that is heavy damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, how much?
22.
22. Yeah.
22 on the ghoul.
Nice.
Yes.
Once, and it never even saw it, right? Just
Yes.
sections of its torso just start disappearing. The thing's
ghoul
been
doesn't even
pulled
know it's there.
Like a woman at the beginning of Jaws, pulled left and right. And what the? Grabs onto the buoy and then disappears.
We call your dog Bruce.
Wow, that was violent.
Now it's my turn.
That was your dog?
Now it's
my
my
dog.
That
turn.
is great.
And his attack modifier is 9, so a d20 plus 9.
How is it 9?
To hit.
It's your spell attack. plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Nice.
All right, so now...
No, it's your spellcasting ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so 6.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
Still good.
Now I'm going to go after the ogre with...
So a ghoul got pulled. Okay.
Yep, he's gone. There, it's going to be difficult terrain around where he...
Is there another creature that just entered?
Yes.
But then there's another one back in the corner there.
No, that was the
creature has been removed from play.
How far away is Flighty guy?
Flighty, he's
guy?
always considered in 30 feet or something.
Always, yeah.
All the time. All right. So,
And he's glowing.
Yes, he is.
boy, he's going to get some fire bolts. So that's Dex.
No, it's a spell attack. Firebolt's a spell attack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's got armor. Hot armor.
Hot armor here. 15.
15. Fires, blasts, but does not harm him.
Oh, okay.
Avius, can I try to interject? Am I able to?
Sorry, we already declared the roll. I'm trying
to
to give a little pause. Puck, you're up.
I'm gonna hit that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm interrupt. And that's not a reaction. The giving of the countering, the negative die, I believe, is a reaction.
Yeah, it's
The bardic inspiration, I think, is not a reaction.
It's
something you give them ahead of.
Yeah, it's the
and
cutting
then they
words.
can spend on whatever roll they want. All right, Puck.
I'm gonna hit that guy with ice knife again.
The ogre zombie.
The ogre zombie.
All right.
Yeah.
A natural 20
is max damage on all aspects. Actually, let's do max damage on the initial hit, normal damage on the exploding part, but give him disadvantage on the roll for him to avoid it.
Okay, so initially 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing, and then he needs to make a dexterity save?
Yep.
All right, this is disadvantaged. A 20 and a 9 is what I rolled. That's fantastic. So he has failed with a 7 versus the save.
With
nice.
10 more damage.
20 points of icy damage. This ice lance pierces him, and it stumbles back, and then it explodes all around. Elmon, you were covered in ice. It's gentle by this time. It hits you. You're essentially hit by a snow cone all over your right side. The ogre staggers back a bit and turns to face you, Puck. And he's gone. The other ogre is going and is attacking Elmon. And with a normal attack with his Morning Star, and that is an 18.
That will hit.
Not Elmon. Yes, Elmon. That is what I meant to say. Yep, Elmon.
That will hit.
You can't do that. You can't hit anything. You suck. And then roll that for the ogre.
All right, cutting words from the bard.
Drop it by
so
5.
That will make it not a hit.
All right.
Wow.
The ogre zombie doesn't understand a word that bard said, but it turns its attention and doesn't quite connect with the blow. The other ogre zombie closes in and moves, almost slipping on the gore of the ghoul, and will also attack you, Elmon. No, it'll take its full turn to get there. So it's taking the spot of the ghoul.
Ghoul gore.
That's an episode name right there.
Yeah.
Is the what?
Ghoul gore.
Gore the ghoul.
Gore of the ghoul. And there was one more thing. Add.
Suck.
Add. Done. Integrate. Got it. One more thing. From behind where that ogre came out of, in the darkness, shadowy mist, an arrow comes flying out through the air and hits that ogre in the back. And a second one flies through the air, critically hits the ogre in the back. And Elmon, you see these are elven arrows, and you see an elf striding out from the darkness. And even from this distance, you can see he does have a badge of the Aridithil house on him and is shooting at the ogre for heavy damage on that second one in particular. Got it. It is a whole new round, and that takes us to Elmon.
So the flying armored embery dude, can I either wait until he's kind of flying, kind of coming at me and make a melee attack on him?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I will do so.
He swoops in, you stab with your rapier.
Yes. 17 to hit.
Pierces through hot armor and hurts him.
Okay. I wanted Hunter's Mark on, but I'll do it at the end. He will take 16 points of damage on the first attack.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
My question is your rapier magical?
It sure is.
He will take all that damage then. Good job. 17?
Yep. Wow. And the second attack is a 25.
Ooh.
And that will be for 9 points of damage.
All right. The first blow was big. You sliced him well. There's this metallic sound as he takes the blows. The original ogre zombie was still with a melting ice lance in his chest, steps forward and brings a double-handed morning star down upon Puck with a 22.
I do have resistance. I don't know what that does.
He does 13 points of damage, so it cuts down to 6 piercing. Okay. And the guy in the armor who's flying overhead takes some heated metal damage. Is that right?
On my turn.
On your turn, okay.
I haven't gone yet, so...
On his turn, he is attacking with disadvantage, right? Because he's in pain in the armor. He is hovering now over you, Elmon. Yeah, Puck?
I have a concentration. I need to make a roll.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I took damage. 13.
It's 10 or higher.
Right.
With its Constitution save, 10 or higher.
Okay.
Okay, Elmon, he's now above you, trading blows.
Also, I 100 marked him.
Okay.
At the end of that turn.
Good point. He brings down his great sword, his spectral great sword down upon you. Elmon, I don't think this is going to be anywhere near. Oh. Well, I don't know. Not good.
17 is his target number.
He got an 11. His sword swings by, and you can tell it is not made of normal metal, and you are glad it did not touch you.
I am.
Rhil, you are up.
As the creature passes, I whisper undead sweet nothings in its ear. As the Dissonant Whispers spell tries to land upon it.
On the armored guy flying around?
Yes.
Okay. Also, he takes damage from you.
In just a bit.
Oh, okay.
Because that requires a bonus. So
you can lead with it.
I know, but I like it this way.
All right. Okay.
It will have to make a wisdom saving throw right now.
Wisdom saving throw coming up.
Can I have a D6?
Have as many D6s as you want.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw is a 13.
Fails. Takes the full brunt. 4 damage.
Oh.
Sucks.
What kind of damage is this?
This damage is psychic.
Okay, he does take all of that. 4 points, got it.
4 points psychic. It must, since it failed, it doesn't like the Dissonant Whispers, it must move as far away from me as possible.
Oh.
To which I follow up with the damage with the Burning Mail. And it takes 7 more points of damage of the heated.
7 more, and it must immediately use its reaction if available. So
yes.
It is moving quickly this way and flies into that building as it's incorporeal as needed, and flies and disappears in that building to get away from you.
Does that elicit an opportunity attack?
No, it has to be under its own volition. I failed. The creature does not move during fire. Successful save. Okay, that's it.
It continues to be at disadvantage if it does not remove the piece of armor.
All right, that was 7 additional points of damage?
Yep.
Got it.
That's the
Avius.
most annoying.
The hound is going after the
New ogre?
No, not the new one. 'Cause the new one's pretty damaged, right? By the other
arrows.
So the old ogre. So that is a 21.
That's a hit.
And wow, that's 23 points of damage.
Whoa!
Nice.
That was to ogre number 2. 23 points of damage. Chomp. Done. And then Avius, you have a turn.
Yeah, I guess if he's still standing, then Avius is gonna do.
These ogre zombies are big, fat, meaty chunks of hit points.
Avius is gonna do fireball.
All right, you have the
Or
attention of
firebolt.
the table. Okay, firebolt is different.
Firebolt.
You have the tension of the table. Yes.
All right, that's disadvantage
Okay.
because the guy's right in your face, range attack. And Puck, you're going to be up.
Yep.
It's a 12.
12 hits.
And I'm gonna re-roll that one because I wasn't. Okay. 5 points.
5 points of flame. Lights him up. Puck.
I'm gonna back up 5 feet. 6 feet actually, and ice knife again. This
Stepping
time
back. You are side by side with horses, and they are very agitated now.
Yeah, don't buy me horses.
Doing another ice knife?
Yeah, but level 2 this time, not level 3. 23.
That's a big hit.
5 points of damage.
He rolls a 4 on his deck save.
2.
His saves are failing.
An additional 8.
8 points of damage. Icy goodness. More ice. You have 2 icy spears sticking out of it, and it still keeps coming. Puck is done. Ogre number 2 slams. It's Big Morning Star. A pretty darn good hit on this invisible creature, but does no damage on your hound and spends its time slamming the ground trying to find this phantasmal hound, and its action is over. The elven archer slowly steps a little closer, fires more arrows, and hits the new ogre, the third ogre zombie that's right in front of Elmon, hits it twice. And Elmon, no, you are not next. That zombie gets to go. It is charged down this road right towards you, Elmon. Raises up its Morning Star with 2 hands and slams it down with a big old miss. The arrow shoots it in the back. It spins around in anger and doesn't get an attack off at all. And Elmon, you are next.
Ooh, choices. I will, since it's right. So this the mailed creature is not coming back presently.
You do not see him, no.
Okay. I will attack the guy that the archer has been
Peppering?
attacking. Yes.
He's got like 4 arrows sticking out of him.
Yeah, now he's gonna have a sword sticking in him.
Okay.
10 to hit.
Hits.
9 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And the second attack is 11.
Okay. That's a good hit. Stab.
For
Repeatedly.
12 points of damage.
Woo, big hit.
Stabby.
Lots of whatever little blood it has is oozing out for sure. The ogre, the original ogre zombie who has got the ice sticking out of him.
There.
He charges
pretty good job.
at you, Puck.
Yeah, you've been ice knifing the shit out of that thing.
Puck, he grabs onto you with his free hand
Oh no.
and pulls you right into the ice lances in his belly, stabbing you for 14 points
Should become
of
7.
cold damage.
Oh, cold damage. Is that gonna, my stone skin, is that gonna hold up?
I think Stone Skin is, what does Stone Skin read? I think it's all,
Non-magical, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
it's gets you.
Full on.
Yes. And you are currently you're currently being warned by him.
Yeah.
And Rhil, you're up, followed by Avius.
Can I still sense that creature that's out there?
No. Elmon with Hunter Mark, you can, and it is moving further through the buildings away.
Okay.
Okay, so then we'll call that concentration broken at that point for the distance. 60 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rhil, where is young Puck on the battlefield?
Way over by the horses.
Way over. Oh, dealing with a guy, no less.
Yeah, Puck's
He just
toe-to-toe.
took me, and
Hugged
used
him.
my own
Gave him
magic
a good hug.
That is not cool.
against me. No, it's bullshit. Is what I think it is.
And that's an ogre, yes?
Yes.
So I run up behind the ogre. I believe I can do so.
Yeah, 30 feet away, you dance across the spectral street. And what happens?
I simply tap on him, and I assault him with vicious mockery. You're not so big. You're not so undead. And I poke him.
I'm very undead.
very undead.
That's very cruel of you. He has to make a wisdom save.
Why would you say that?
He has a 0 on his wisdom save. It's the worst saving throw I've ever rolled.
That's awesome.
How do you get a 0?
-2 is his wisdom.
He takes 1 point of psychic joke damage.
Yeah, he does not care at all about that. I'll take it though.
And he will suffer the disadvantage that
And
follows.
disadvantage. All right, Avius.
The hound.
Am I able to not be like behind him, but to the side to?
You can't get you very close to the very agitated horses, though.
How about the other side? Am I able to-
You don't have the distance to reach that. It's gotta be
Okay.
here or there.
I'll just have to deal with agitated horses.
Okay.
I want to be able to touch Puck eventually.
Yeah, you can get over to there.
Okay.
The hound is going after that ogre again.
The
Yeah, no, yes.
second one got it.
17 hit.
17 hits. Vicious, invisible bites. How frustrating for this ogre.
Only 17 points of damage.
17. More chunks are ripped off that just further enrages this ogre. And what's your action, Avius?
Firebolt.
Firebolt to the same guy?
Yeah.
Disadvantaged.
That's right. 12
Is a hit.
and 8 points.
All right. He is looking pretty weak, by the way. And he's stumbling, swinging wildly. You can see tons of exposed bones. It's pretty bad for him. Puck, you've got a friend right by your side and this confused ogre.
And a bard.
You are stuck to him. You're almost being worn like a belt.
That looks painful, Master Puck.
Well, so for the first time, I'm going to draw Shieldbiter's Bane.
All right. The sword that Olgrim once
It comes with
wielded.
theme music.
Yeah. What's the theme music?
Sounds like Halo. Da.
And attempt to stab this guy. Like, draw it out and, like, to give myself leverage to kind of pull myself off of him.
Okay. You can
But
make...
I'm going to hit him and then, like, use... If I can.
Sure, you have a
Swing
choice.
one
And I'll
or
give you...
two-handed with him.
It's his choice.
Yeah.
Two-handed.
You're being held up by
so
a belt.
hold on. So you have to decide if you're going to do two-handed. You said you will have to No, you're good there. Two-handed. Your choice is you can have advantage to strike him because he's right there, and you can start carving into him, or you can do a regular attack to strike him and then try to get leverage to get off of him.
Oh, if I can have advantage, I'm going to need
You're
it.
going to stay put
Yeah,
and just start
for
digging.
sure.
All right.
19.
19 is a hit.
For 10 points of damage.
Yeah. That is not your forte
No.
at all.
Maybe it should be.
And you desperately are just hacking and wedging in. You essentially get one big cut, and then you're just grinding it and widening the wound.
Somewhere in an inn, Olgrim is like, I'm so proud of you.
Olgrim's cleaning a mug and he just stops, sinks up into the air like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The ogre who's been being mauled viciously by this hound strikes a decent attack, but gets nothing because he cannot hurt the hound. Is totally focused on this beast.
Thank God for a low intelligence.
Elven archer fires another 2 shots, one of which hit the third ogre zombie square, and that third ogre zombie is attacking you, Elmon, with a 17.
That'll hit.
Hits you with his Morning Star for 13 piercing damage.
Which I'm assuming I never explicitly stated that I was bringing my buckler, but I would have.
Sure.
Though. So that was a miss then.
Oh, okay. He misses. And Elmon, you're up.
Yay! Okay, I will attack the ogre that has so far been peppered with arrows by the other archer.
Okay.
Natural 1.
All right, you miss and slip in the gore.
In the ghoul gore.
You are able to get back on your feet, but you lose your second attack.
All right, very well.
The ogre zombie ignores this sword of revenge, cutting and digging into it, reaches out with its hand and grabs onto you, Rhil.
What?
No.
With a 21. Grabs you and pulls you into the second ice knife that was sticking out of him. What was the damage we did on that one? I think it was 14.
I think what I'm going to do here, if I may,
sure,
is while he's trying to pick me up,
okay,
I'm essentially making horrible, awful screeching noises.
Okay.
Try and dislodge myself with with cutting words.
All right.
To try to foil its roll a bit. You said a 21?
21.
I need to get that down. Need a big number. No whammies.
Nice.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
So it's a 13 to hit you?
And
it's a
missed.
miss. He picks you up. There's this weird squealing, and it just drops you. What is this? Ah! Done. Rhil, you're up.
Okay. So Rhil has that.
And Navius, you're next.
I haven't done much of the attacks.
Got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
He rolls a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. He's been a master of these with a 4.
Fails magically and takes another 1 point of.
Okay. You're annoying me with these 1 points to these guys. That's the annoying
And
part.
he's at disadvantage for his next attack.
I mean, remember that. All right. Avius.
Okay, the hound.
Against the same ogre?
Yeah.
Poor guy. He has 12 hit points left.
14 to hit.
Is a hit.
Christ.
And he's way gone.
3 8s, a 6, and a 5.
It is chewed in half. And 2 sections of
See
the
this ogre just magically just get ripped in half.
You can see briefly, because you are on the side of the ghostly hound, you can see it just for a nanosecond, and it's this invisible thing just covered in dead ogre blood, and then it fades into invisibility again. And then
it licks itself off.
You have a return.
And then I'm gonna do firebolt.
Firebolt across the street over towards the puck-wearing ogre.
Puck! Don't move!
Hopefully melt the ice spears.
Okay, 24
is a hit.
And 10 damage.
10 damage is enough. Puck, you have been melted free, and the ogre takes 10 points of damage. Big flame lights up. It is still standing, and it is moving slow and is not happy. Puck, you are up.
I'm gonna press my luck here and
You land on your feet. You got the sword in your
and
hands.
swipe like a champion.
All right.
For a 13.
Is a hit. This is not what he's supposed to be doing.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Where is he at? Puck, I'll let you describe how this creature falls.
Oh, so I go up right into his gut. Just a stabbing, just obliterate him, like right through the middle of him, knock him backwards, and stand on him and take the sword out like Arthur from the rock.
Okay.
David and Goliath moment.
The boy will be king. Zombie 2 is dead. Archer fires. The elven archer down the road fires, hits 2 times. The ogre
He's gotta be about damn dead.
is almost damn dead, is still clinging to life, has no reason to run, however. It does not believe in that, and it is its turn, and it is trying to kill you, Elmon, with a 22.
Oh yeah.
Smashing you for 13 more piercing damage.
How long is a potion of invulnerability?
That lasts a minute, so you're good.
Okay, so 13, so 6.
6, and it is your turn. 6 points of damage to Elmon.
I intend to finish this thing. With a gleam in my eye, realizing this is the last enemy, I joyfully slice into this thing with a non-natural 20 to start.
Hit.
Doing 14 points of damage.
You kill it with your blow.
Yay.
It drops down. You lose control of your weapon as it has almost nearly swallowed your blow as it bent down to get you. And then once it crashes, you draw your weapon from its throat.
Can I still tell where the creature with the hunter's mark on it is?
You cannot.
Okay. But which means it's retreated.
Yeah. Run away like last time.
Yeah.
After a few moments, there is a decrease in the mist. It starts to fade. Darkness starts to fall away, and bright, cold morning light fills the avenues. And you are surrounded by some people who are walking, just starting to walk into the area. There is gore and viscera everywhere. And 3 or 4 people just stop. You hear the woman with her son at the shop across the road. She gives out a terrifying scream as you guys are standing over some cow slaughterhouse.
Someone's just like cleaning his blade off on like whatever ghoul cloth there was or whatever.
People hear but they don't know where it's coming from.
I'm just gonna leave it in the middle of the road.
And Elmon will look up at the archer, and
he comes running over quickly. Says, "Come with me, quick."
To all of us?
To Elmon. Then he takes 5d8 points of spectral hound damage. No, just kidding.
What the hell?
No, I dismiss Harry.
Oh, Harry the Hound.
Harry
that's
Hounds.
awesome.
Keeping that nearby.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna
handy.
keep him over here.
It's like an improved version of the flaming sphere of, you can't move it, but it's heavy damage blocking an area.
All right, let's go.
You guys hustle. You don't get far before you hear the distant clang of a guard tower going off.
It's another bell!
No!
You guys are led down some smaller streets. What's the physical condition of the team, Puck?
Oh, Puck's beat up a little bit. Elmon is a little bit too, but the wizard and the bard are full health.
Okay, great.
As we're running, I will cast a Cure Light Wounds on Puck.
Oh.
For 9 hit points.
Thank you.
Kind of a lose-lose for him. If it's a low roll, he doesn't get the hell. If it's a high roll, he gets showed up.
And
just a measly
Puck will do
first
the
level
same
one.
on himself.
Okay, level 2.
Level 2. God damn it. 9.
9 more. I too.
Oh no! It's the battle of the Cure Wounds.
But I will do it at level 3.
He's pretty well off right now. He's up into 40s.
Are you in the 40s?
Yeah, 40. I'm only 10 off of
I
full.
saw the 20s still, and I was like, you're pretty good.
Yeah, unless you know.
You get nothing.
You are led through the streets. Elmon, you catch up with the elf, and he's walking briskly. He's got his bow around his shoulder. He says to you,
I introduced myself.
Go ahead, do it.
Elmon Yahbeel. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You keep interesting company, Elmon Yahbeel.
I look back at my party.
I've got like an ogre head I'm playing with. It's a new disguise.
I've been tracking you overnight. Your group had some interesting cargo they stole from us yesterday, and I was able to not only find you, but able to ascertain exactly who you are. You have a bit of a reputation.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
He says, come with me to Aridithil's home, the house of Aridithil. And he takes you there.
Follow.
And who's the rest of the group? I keep thinking there's an extra. Oh, that was Brock.
Yeah, there was briefly.
Oh, Brock.
So his head got caved in.
Brock,
Yeah,
Q,
his
Viscera.
brains are scattered across the
Join the goo out in the street.
He seemed like a bad apple, but I mean,
He was not guilty of all the people. Elmon's saying he's cool.
No, I said he seemed like a bad apple.
So you would not have slit his throat as far. Is that what you're saying?
It would have been an in the moment decision.
He's gonna burn down halfling homes.
He totally was.
Yeah.
He was a piece of shit.
Like I said,
I was playing him and I
he
didn't
seemed
want
like a bad apple, but he had, he at least redeemed himself a little bit there at the end.
He
But
didn't know what the hell he was doing.
no,
He just thought he was doing chaos shit.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have
He thought he was running with the
finished
new
him off
crew.
if he was laying there, but
He didn't know he was helping the good guys.
fair enough. Yeah, all right.
Yep. All right. All right.
My mom would have put an arrow in him then.
Didn't need to.
Nope.
You are taken to a walled area. The wall is slightly curved. It's not a straight wall. It's slightly curved in nature, both vertically and slightly laterally as well. It has intricate carvings on the outside of leaves and such. There are far more trees you can see on the other side of it. You approach a gate that is a beautiful a wooden gate that is carved in very ornate ways. There are two elven guards just inside that you don't even see, and as you approach, they step into view of the gate because you can see through the gate, and they unlock it for your friend, and the lot of you go inside. Inside this place called I keep getting the name off.
Ridrithil.
There's an extra R in there.
Yeah.
Ridrithil.
Riley.
Need to make easier names.
Aridithil's home. Aridithil's home is not a home. It is not like any home you have ever seen. This is essentially the most amazing park you have ever laid eyes on. There are trees that have been carefully cultivated to grow in the most gorgeous of sweeping arcs, the likes of which you have not seen in this city at all, with gorgeous branches that are still full of fall leaves of many hues of orange and browns, and the leaves have not fallen, even though all the trees throughout the rest of the city have already lost their leaves in the wintertime. There are paths that cut their way through brushes that are still lush and green. There are gardens filled with amazing rows of flowers that kind of grow naturally, but you can see have also been cultivated. There are multiple compounds. This is a compound of different homes and structures. Each one gorgeous, made of some stone, but mostly wood, with kind of curved, fluted rooftops that are got amazing etchings throughout. There tend to also be raised slightly off the ground. There are a few elves that walk here and there. There's probably about 3 or 4 buildings separated from each other. Think something maybe like a wealthy samurai dojo. So you might have the main house and maybe like a training house and maybe a servant quarter, that type of a concept. And as you walk, seemingly endlessly, the fall leaves just kind of are dripping down and flowing down, never quite gathering enough on the ground and always just falling, creating this beautiful...
What district is this in? You said it, I missed it.
Happy Time district. This is in Midtown, the district in there where Middlehawks is at. Not next door to it, but you never noticed it. Elmon and all of you feel not imprisoned, not in trouble. You feel assured that you're here, especially when the gate comes closed behind you. Elmon, you feel amazingly right at home. This, you've never been here before, but this feels incredibly peaceful for you and extremely comforting to your soul.
Gotcha.
The archer who brought you in says, you catch your rest here. We will bring food and water, and points to some pagoda type thing off to the side and points to you and says, Elman Yabael, you are with me. And some guard escorts the three of you off to one side. Like I said, three of you always means not Elmon.
You all be safe here. I am certain.
There's not going to be any visitors in this hut, is there? Not like last time.
Don't act like you didn't like it.
I don't think the elves work quite the same as the boglegs.
And Elmon, you are taken around one of the buildings, but not into it. And you are taken to a bench nearby a fountain. It is a beautiful fountain of, it's essentially a recreation of a white tower, two towers that have water that spill out of the tops. It's a very pleasant sound. Leaves continue to fall. The archer stays behind as you walk down this path and towards this bench where sits a beautiful elven maiden who you have seen before.
Before parting the archer with the archer, I'm sorry I did not catch your name.
He is looking for his name. Where was his name? He says, Circelli. And nods.
Circelli?
Yes.
And wherever Elmon is being taken, I imagine he's going to get a chance to do a short rest.
Thank you, Circelli. Your assistance was much appreciated and needed. And I start heading towards Glenarin Skycaller, right?
Right, that is correct.
Yay for notes.
Archer. Save them. Got it. Saved a note. You walk up the beautiful Glenarin Skycaller. She stands up. She is wearing no armor, no weapons, nothing like that. Just a nice kind of grayish gown that falls off, almost like a waterfall style feel to it. She stands up with a smile in her eyes, and holds out both hands and takes yours.
Yep. I take her hands.
All right.
Give her a little, I kind of incline, bow my head a little bit.
There's a little bit of hesitation, maybe a bit of embarrassment when you hold out your hands with your rough, blood-encrusted hands, and her delicate ones hold yours, but she pulls you over and doesn't seem to care and doesn't pull back away, and pulls you down towards the bench and sits you down next to the fountain. It is wonderful to see you again.
It's nice to see you as well. The assistance that Circelli provided us was very valuable and needed at the time.
We had heard that some items were stolen from us and had, through some speaking to others in the city, identified it as you and your allies.
Yes, that is true. And I have had every intention of making it here to explain to you exactly why that was.
You should feel no hesitation about that. I had a feeling there was more to you than just a good woodland archer who won a competition. An amazing archer, to say it true, and
My competition wasn't that challenging, to be honest.
LaRose gets pissed off on the other side of the city. I had hoped to run into you again. You were excellent company in our get together after the competition. But from what I've heard recently, there is much more to you. We have an ally in a tall tower in Old Town who speaks very highly of you and your efforts. Elmon apparently looks confused.
I know.
Oh, really?
The only tower you've been in that had some consequence.
I don't know. You've seen one tower, you've seen them all, you know?
Should we be concerned with what's going on with the stolen supplies?
You had the papers. Puck gave them to you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have them with you, but
I wouldn't. I can return the only thing that seemed to be of real merit, the papers. They were part of the ploy of chaos cultists that are my companions and I have been attempting to infiltrate to try to disrupt their activities here in the city. I will have them returned to you as soon as possible.
And will you be able to prevent any further robberies of our goods?
We will not participate anymore, and I will do what I can to prevent these cultists from further attempting to steal or bring negative attention to Eridrithil's house.
Leaves continue to fall gently around you in the background.
Like the Chaos Cultist plan was to burn the halfling cul-de-sac and blame the elves. We did not allow that to happen, as evidenced by the fact that there was no burning. We prevented that from occurring and disrupted them, but did it without them realizing that it was us that prevented it, and still keeping one of our members potentially able to continue to attempt to infiltrate their ranks.
Well, I am no warrior and trust in your judgment in these matters. I am also no sorceress. I am a guide that leads our elves in the city in directions that protect our interests and keep us safe. And she says, "May I?" And she reaches out a gentle porcelain hand towards your cheek.
Yeah,
all right.
I acknowledge, I give a nod.
She touches your right temple and says, "You are safe here, Elmon. Any time you wish, you may come here. This is a sanctuary for you." And she touches your temple, and her smile quickly fades to a frown. And she holds... What?
I didn't do it.
She holds your temple and your hair a little bit with her hand and puts her fingers into your hair a little bit. And with her frown, "There is something in you."
Yes.
Something very dark and ancient.
It's a creature called Morian that is in the under the city. It's an ancient sorcerer, now undead, attempting to escape from the city, and we've been tasked to we must try and stop it.
I have heard that name before from history books.
It is unfortunately alive and kicking, and I put an arrow into their king, into Morian. Wait, I'm trying to think. Hold up. Is it Gold that's trying to escape?
Gull is long gone.
Okay.
If Gull were alive, the whole nation would be dead.
So it is Morian that's attempting to escape. But he's not the undead king.
yeah.
They're one and the same.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Just had to. There's so many undead.
You hand your script back off to someone off camera and continue the scene.
Line, please. I are my wizard companion and wandered into their.
A bus goes by and the wizard's thrown under it.
Had wandered into their domain, and while we were escaping from it, I put an arrow into it, or attempted to, and they've seemed to specifically take a disliking to me now because of that. And we've been attacked twice, like in the situation that Circelli assisted us with, because of that.
I can sense things about how they are hunting you, and I do not like what I feel. I enjoy your company, and
but get out.
I hate to say this, but my recommendation is for you to leave the city of Talus and never return. There is magic that I sense of a nature that they are trying to bring forth a hunter, specific hunters for you, creatures called revenants. Dark beings, I have no doubt you could defeat with your strength and with the strength of your friends, but these revenants would never stop. Once defeated, will return again and again and again, endlessly.
That is why we must, and I don't, would me leaving the city stop them?
There is a chance they have not, the revenants have not been summoned yet. There is a chance they may not be able to find the trail to your spirit if you are not within their reach now.
A chance?
What other option is there?
To destroy it? To destroy Morian, take the fight to him, prevent him from ever being able to break out of the bounds that he is in. That's if there's a chance that I might not be pursued, and for me, that is not enough. I must be certain, or I will be hunted and eventually, potentially, killed from fleeing.
How will you stop Morian? How would you begin that?
There are Lacian gates.
She does not acknowledge that.
That there's a way that we can slow his power from growing by destroying certain objects of magic, and it's been our intention to do that. And eventually we may have to go to under the city and meet it face to face and deal with it.
I do not like hearing these words from you.
I don't like saying them, but I feel I have no choice. And the city is in danger on top of that. And I don't know any others that even know of it, much less are capable of attempting to deal with it. It seems myself and my companions are the ones currently best suited to at least attempt to destroy this.
Well, may the blessings of nature and your skill lead you to victory and help keep us safe.
Despite my friend's rough nature, they are good-hearted and seek for the safety of the city, I believe.
Your conversation continues on for quite a bit longer. She tries to gear the conversation away from that since she's not going to persuade you to leave.
It's fun.
And
I don't like talking about it.
she talks about other things, and you have a nice conversation about politics, about where the elves are there any representatives in the Council of 20, that kind of a thing, and that kind of stuff. And she tries not to pry too much, because when she goes, so you know what a tribunal is? And you're like, yeah, okay, you kind of give her the signal that I don't want to talk about this. And you have a nice conversation, and you guys all have a good time relaxing and refreshing. The short rest does happen. I believe, Tim, you were asking about that. And
I will use some hit dice.
Sure.
Ooh.
And you guys, it's time to bid farewell. It is late afternoon at this point. And as you are leaving, the guards are opening the gate. Glennerin is saying goodbye to you all and introducing herself if you haven't met her already. And she says, I have not made your acquaintance. To you, Rhil.
Why, I am Rhil Stumprunner, and it is a pleasure to meet high elven nature.
And
I have not seen your kind in the region. When I traveled, I had the pleasure of 1 or 2 very short visits, but I am in awe.
This is a bit of an oasis in a city of industry and, at times, darkness that we are very honored to have. I wish you all well in your endeavors. And she grabs Elmon by both hands and looks you in the eyes and brings your hands together and takes a locket out from around a necklace out from around her neck with a locket and places it in your battered hands with her delicate ones and closes it up.
Damn.
She says, when the time is dire and the dead are closing on all sides, you will know when to use this, and may it be of aid. And she holds your hands tightly and smiles and watches as you leave.
I spare her a look back.
You're spared a couple looks. All right. You guys leave the compound. The gorgeous gate is gently closed behind you, and you are immediately caught off guard by the cacophony of the streets and the smells again, and the loudness and the sounds and the tightness of the street, and the urban nature of everything hits you like a wall.
That was a magical place, Selmon. Thank you for making it possible for us to visit.
I'm glad we were all able to.
And now for a longer rest?
Puck's looking, Rhil's looking a little tired.
On the way back, Puck wants to stop by a weaponsmith and look at some shields.
Okay. Can you wield a shield?
What do I need?
I don't think druids can without canceling.
It says light armor, medium armor, and shield.
They need to use a wooden shield.
That's fine.
Yeah, shields are shields.
More or less something, maybe to beef up taking a hit, but to attune that gem to is what I'm looking for specifically.
Okay.
I've been getting engaged in a lot more hand-to-hand combat lately.
Kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a wooden shield.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can find such a...
Yeah, just like a small, kite shield.
We're going to give you, just due to its wooden nature and balance things out, a +1 to your armor class style shield.
Okay.
It's not fancy, but it'll do the job. You feel the weight, and it feels good.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
An Elmon's shield is +1 too, right? Like just +1 to his AC.
Oh, yeah, it's the smaller
shield +1 to it. Yeah, okay.
All right, you guys are heading back and getting a good night's rest.
Woo!
Get all your spells back. Half your max hit points, half your hit dice.
I do want to attune that gem to the shield if possible.
That wouldn't go in place of your night's rest then. It's an 8-hour process.
That's fine.
So you will not get back any of your spells and be exhausted.
Okay. No, never mind.
Okay, you got to find the time.
Yeah.
And we're going to change the rules a little bit. You spend your hit dice, then get back half your hit dice. That's the order. Shield is going to be 5 gold.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can I swing by and see my old friend LaRose?
We'll go more for the sister than him.
They do not have any new arrows for you, unfortunately.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, have not had a chance to restock.
And that is said to you, and we don't have any new arrows for you.
The door slammed. All right, what is your plan of attack?
Another day of rest.
We need to get on.
Say it, Xavius.
Fine. We need to get on. Finding these gates. These magical gates.
We have to find the mausoleum in the Necropolis, and we have to unlock the what am I trying to say here? We need to dispel that magical lock. That's what Amariel asked us to do.
Yes.
Amariel.
That means to go beyond the wall. Not an easy place. And darkness is our enemy.
What,
It's morning now, if that matters.
what assistance could Marielle give us in this effort?
I think she's already given us assistance.
She's pointed us the way.
She
I think it's
intended.
up to us now.
I think if she was planning on giving us any more assistance, she would have at the time.
We do have the benefit, if we go soon, the bells that whatever is hunting you should be a significant amount of time before they come again.
Over breakfast, Puck wants to brag to Olga, not brag, but excitedly retell the story of the Shieldbiter's Bane to Olgrim. Just it's like a little excited kid.
Does Olgrim have a response?
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's wonderful, Puck. Well done.
That joke, I took him down by myself. It was great.
I should write a book. I call it Puck and His Adventures.
Makes my heart warm.
The Puck 4.
Puck 4.
Goblin Force.
All right.
That was it.
What's your
Just a
plan?
little moment. We still have this cultist to deal with too.
We need to take care of the Lycian Gate first, I think.
Let's go.
Would you not agree? After our second encounter?
I'm still new to the craziness of what you do,
Well,
but you have my support.
you've been with us.
Like 3 days.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, our whole time together,
The whole
with
campaign,
has been like
a
few
weekend.
weeks, yeah. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but I mean, you've been. You have as much at stake as the rest of us at this point. It's
The cult is still a priority for me. But I understand the pressing need of this.
We either need, today or tomorrow at the latest, I think, is when we need to set off for the Lycian, the mausoleum.
Yes, the sooner the better. He's only getting stronger as we wait.
Yes,
I understand.
If this happens a third time, we would know whether or not they're getting closer. They're happening more frequently. But I do not relish the thought.
Not super interested in waiting to find out.
I would go immediately. I would go now.
Well,
That
Elmon stands up and starts walking that way.
All right.
But I don't what about you other two?
I'm on his left. Geared up and left.
This is how we roll. One person goes and the rest just blindly back him up.
That's the truest thing I've ever heard. Maybe a couple reluctant don't go in theirs, but they end up going in afterward. Okay. Everyone files out in a reluctant line and meets up out in the streets and walks across the town towards the large wall of a new district of the city, a district you've never been to, called the Necropolis. Not your normal district. You will not find quaint shops and warehouses and fountains here.
You will not find a more wretched hive of scum and villain.
Lots of candy skulls, though.
De los muerte.
You approach near the North Market. You've been there a lot recently. And not, again, too far away from the avenue you just had that battle at from Amariel's home. Not too far away from there. There is a large, tall wall that stretches wide across this edge of the city, stretches high up into the sky. And there is one large gatehouse that leads to it. It is open. And so you guys walk right on up. Outside are two guards, and they appear to be just having a casual conversation. But as you get close, they do not appear to be normal guards. They are dressed in some much nicer half-plate armor. They carry themselves with a regalness of important men as opposed to city guards, and they do not have the emblems of the city guards either on them. And one of which sees you and says, "Good morning."
Yes, yeah.
Good morning.
Behind him, you see just tons and tons of tombstones, of gentle rolling hills. It's just a big area of the town that's cordoned off for the dead.
You are not normal city guards. Whom do you represent? Or are you caretakers of this land?
He says, "No, we are keepers of the veil. We keep an eye on the comings and goings, mostly attempted goings in the Necropolis."
We have...
We're just here to die. It's fine.
We're just picking out our spots.
Have been said.
We are wishing to pass through here.
The second keeper of the veil stomps over in his armor and big swords, big shields strapped to their backs, steps up and says, "Don't I know you?"
It's the guy that wrestled Olgrim, right?
It is.
Yeah. Like, indeed you do. You had a friendly competition with our companion at the fair, and you wrestled our other friend here as well.
Oh, yes! The Muddy Goblin! That was a good show!
It was fun.
Good show. What brings you here to our place? Time to attend a loved one?
You could say that. We are here to investigate the grounds. There has been some disturbances we are checking on.
He turns to his friend and says, "Adventurers." The other guy says, "Yes, adventurers."
But we do wish to pass. Would you allow us to do so?
You may come and go as you please. Just know that you may have some challenges getting out after dark, as we are not keen to open the gates once the sun has fallen.
I am understanding of that.
Are either of you, Imone?
That is me.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Just wanted to make sure.
A little behind, as usual, Avius.
Avius now just catches up to the group.
Avius Catorum. Yeah, you remember?
No, I don't recall, no.
Oh. I discovered the Gatorum Island.
I don't see much nautical islands. I'm here all the time, as my duty requires.
How unfortunate.
You should understand that we occasionally get the small band of adventurers from time to time, and there were 6 that did not make it out about 2 months ago. The other guard says, yeah, it was 2 months ago.
Why were they here?
Seeking some sort of treasure or that. They weren't too specific.
Grave robbing?
No, we make sure that's not the case, but there are certain graves we don't care if are robbed or not. Again, our concern...
Which ones are those?
Our concern is what transpires through this gate. What's beyond, he says, motioning towards all the tombstones, is not much of our business.
But you do know what lies out there.
We fight to keep some things away from the city. That is the purpose of the Keepers.
Is it just the 2 of you?
No, there's a battalion of, not a battalion, there'd be too many, but there's an array of us here in this gatehouse. You see, the gatehouse doesn't look like much on this side. On the other side, there are huge battlements and arrow slits and half-outset towers. It's very militaristic, facing the interior of the necropolis. On the outside, it's almost like a flat wall with a couple windows.
Someone looks up at the sun, see how far it's gotten since we started talking.
It's about 10 in the morning.
We may want to enroll your services.
How so?
As guards, accompaniment into the necropolis, into the mausoleum.
You seem to misunderstand, old man. We are not mercenaries for hire. We are men dedicated to this cause, and our vow is to stay and protect any entrance or exit of the dead. We will not accompany you nor anyone. Any business you take in here is at your own risk. There are waivers you must...
The city is at stake.
I cannot tell you how many times we have heard that.
From whom? We are not mere grave robbers. We have a very important duty.
Elmon looks back up at the sun.
If it helps, your spawn point is right over here.
Again, these are the very words we hear time and time again from different adventuring groups in here. Some with the backing of the Losian Church, some more looking to steal and get away, some with noble causes we half believe, and some do not make it back.
Is there a structure of a mausoleum on the horizon here, or
yep.
is it? There is.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well,
you can also see there's. Sorry to interrupt. You can see there's also 2 different people out there at 2 different graves.
Okay.
Elmon says, "Thank you for your time," and starts heading towards the mausoleum.
Right on his heels.
All right, leaving Rhil and Avius behind.
I give a twirl of my cap and thank you for your service. Dash off.
Be back before
See how
dark.
it feels, Avius?
Why? Well, I must go.
Misty step.
He gets embarrassed or nervous. Misty Step!
You didn't see me.
He accidentally toots. Misty Step!
It was Harry the Hound.
You smelled it, you dealt it.
All right. The group walks and enters the necropolis. Your first few steps, you feel what little warmth of the sun. It almost feels like it disappears. A cold wind just lightly stirs throughout the necropolis. The light snow that I mentioned from a few days ago that has melted everywhere still clings to the dirt and brown grass on these gentle rolling-ish hills. in this massive, massive graveyard. There are small paths that lead past these different graves, so this district's avenues just lead to more burial spots. There are mausoleums, there are more hills, and there's it's a rather expansive area for a graveyard, and you can see the ends of it, and just trying to make sense of where you need to go. And
is there like a kiosk with a map?
You are dead here.
We need to find the mausoleum with the green glass.
Yes. And I didn't take any notes in that. Talking
I got a vague
talking to
recollection.
Amory.
Is there anything like that? The capstone, is it anything like that about?
Rhil and Puck may make investigation rolls.
12.
3.
Okay. You're looking, you're not spotting anything like that, and just taking some time, precious time in Elmon's mind is slipping away. Puck, you do see something odd that catches your eye. To the left, about, not in the middle of this area, but to the a third of the way off of the wall, is a rather large pond or small lake type area. A bridge crosses it, and in the middle of the lake are gorgeous trees, rich, lush, green trees and bushes, and it looks warm and inviting. Definitely fits your style, if you will. And seems completely out of place here. Avius and Elmon may also make investigation rolls, please.
25.
Jeez.
I defer to Avius.
All right. Avius, you spot on the almost opposite direction of that island a large structure, a massive mausoleum, something that might hold multiple bodies. Very long, tall, very old. Parts of it look crumbling, and it is the largest structure here in the Necropolis. And then, nowhere near it, across some hills, past many, many, many graves, you see another mausoleum that has a glass dome to it that matches Puck's request.
The green glass?
Yes, it is green.
Oh, this way! And Avius walks that way.
All right.
Follow Avius.
Follow Avius.
You head that way. It is cold. It is quiet except for a wind that blows. There are no other people that you can see. You dip down a bit on these rolling hills and cannot see the even the gatehouse from where you're at. And you approach this mausoleum. The whole place has an eerie feeling about it. And let's have Elmon make a perception roll, please.
Natural 1.
All right. Don't worry about it. Fine. Totally.
And the ground opens and it swallows us up and we die.
You are here at a mausoleum. It has big doors that are sealed shut. It's got a dome across it that is green glass that's very, very weathered, though. It's completely opaque. And it's got old brass or copper hinges on the door that looks like they haven't been used and are very weathered. And there's rubbly, grubby, brownish grass that grows up around the edges. There aren't many people that take care of this place. It's not completely run down, but it's not pleasant.
Are there any names outside near the entrance, or?
Yeah, you can brush aside some vines and see some writing underneath them.
And it says?
It has some names of Lewardson on there.
Bingo.
This is the one!
Is any of them D or H, Lauritsen?
Yes.
This is the one!
Very good. We should be careful venturing inside now. We have spent a deal of time out here.
We could,
It's almost noon.
we could come back at dawn tomorrow. Maximize our time. Or
Yeah, how
press forward.
far to get back out to the gate are we away?
It's I'd say not that long, like a 10-minute walk.
I don't know how long this will take. We could take a quick peek in, but
Let's do that.
okay.
The dead won't wait.
We'll just
I don't think that's the way the saying goes.
Oh,
make sure that we don't go any further than half the time that we have and make our way back out.
Rhil starts tugging on the doors to try to get in.
All right. You start tugging on the doors, and the doors are resilient and require a bit of strength. Make a strength roll for me,
Elmon will
please.
pitch in.
You may have advantage with Elmon's help.
Avius pitches in.
No, you have disadvantage.
Take it away.
A 19.
All right. You pull
Pure halfling energy.
You've got Elmon over your shoulder, who starts leaning in and pulling as well, and the door creaks open. Has not been used in the longest time, so you're not quite sure about the validity of Amariel's information.
What did she say about it?
But the doors would be well lubed.
There's a lock that
Right.
we need to. That's a magical lock that we need to
Hold the metal aspect of.
and
I guess I did take some notes,
dispel-
but
dispel it, which I have a fresh, ready to use spell. Just filling my pants.
As we walk through the door, someone help me close this door.
Rhil does so.
Okay.
And then I cast Arcane Lock.
Cast it here, but not on the guard shack, son of a bitch.
But I believe the things that we're worried about are in here, and much
Just giving
less
you a hard
the
time.
Necropolis at large.
Just
And,
giving you a hard time.
what's the password to get out just in case you're not with us on the way back?
Why is it? Why does it matter?
It's too late. He runs.
It's not pineapple.
And it opens.
Avius whispers. He motions the four of us to
Get
huddle up.
everyone gets really close to Avius.
You got my
Lean in
breath.
very close.
It's, oh God, sweet Lord, please help me. Get me out of here.
Not sweet Lord, oh God.
Oh God, sweet Lord.
Which one is it?
Oh God.
The password for this door will be Harry.
Okay.
Weird, but okay.
There it is.
Ka-choom. I'm not writing it down to make this fun later.
It's gonna be funny when you're the only one alive.
Carrying the other three.
Fleeing the undead beasts, and you reach the door, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, shit!"
Shit. And really, that should be the password. I'm assuming it's dark in here.
It is dark. You and Avius cannot see. There is a little bit of light coming in from above, but again, it's that almost frosted, worn, dark
Are
glass.
there any like wall sconces or anything?
Oil
Braziers?
oil pockets, where they for lighting.
Braziers. Yes.
Braziers.
Rapier. Yes.
I'll start putting together some torches with
There's a
classic Indiana Jones.
There's a lantern type thing that they have here for.
Oh, okay.
I have some torches in my pack. You need them?
This is a good oil lantern.
I mean, okay, Indy.
As they're talking, I use a cantrip to light it.
No!
Defeating Rhil. He turns it off and then turns it on again.
Put the lantern away.
The
In my
lantern
pack.
is lit up. There is light.
Oh, there's light? Okay.
Yeah.
It's an old lantern used by people that are
That's
visiting
what I
the
was lighting.
mausoleum.
All right.
As you guys were arguing.
Inside,
Start
you
forward.
see there is dried blood on the floor in streaks that move away from your door further in.
I know there's no, precise way to do this, but Elmon is, making mental note of the time and, kind of trying to keep track of the actual passage of time, paying attention to how long things are taking.
Okay. All right.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
You see there are a couple grave type slots in the wall that are closed and sealed. They have names scrolled on there that mean nothing to you, and it appears that it's a slightly curved style room, and there's two ways to go. One way quickly ends at more of these graves slotted into the wall, and you walk the other way, and there are a few steps that descend down towards...
Is that where the blood leads?
Yes. Towards a door.
Elmon draws his bow.
Bow is out.
Avius casts Earth Armor.
Not a lot of room here. You sure you want to use that?
Oh, there's enough room.
Okay.
Shoom. Avius's skin flashes to stone for a moment. Real Puck, you guys good?
My armor is off.
Okay.
I'll draw the Shieldbiter's Bane.
Why do you do that?
What? This? Yeah. The armor reappears.
Specifically, yes.
You should see my clapper armor.
He just turns into a mini tank.
Any spells you want to cast, Rhil?
No, but I do want to prepare if we have a moment, if we're like just stewing and preparing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll prepare the silence spell.
Okay. What do you mean by prepare?
It's the ritual.
That won't work like that.
No?
No.
I'm new to the
That's
whole
all right.
concept.
Rituals are normally well outside of combat to do an effect that doesn't take a spell slot, but you can't prepare it that way and then launch it in the middle of combat like that. That's not the intent behind it.
Something I'll have to clarify with you later.
Sure.
Elmon will also cast Pass Without a Trace.
All right.
Concentration up to an hour.
You feel as you guys are shifting gear and getting ready and talking softly, there's a deader sound to everything, and everyone sounds a little bit more quiet towards each other, and you're passing without a trace quietly.
That'll also help us keep track of the time, potentially.
Interesting.
I mean,
Spell clock.
yeah. I mean, it's an hour, so
All right. What next?
let's go through this.
Can we tell how old the blood is? Does it look
Make a medicine roll.
fresh? Seven.
7, you don't know how blood works.
I think there's some inside me, but I don't know. It's been a while.
Tastes like raspberries is all you know.
All right, well,
Yeah, let's creep along.
Elmon
All right.
opens the door and
You
steps forward.
There's Algrim to go first.
So what is
Yeah,
your
we're all just standing there waiting
for the
somebody
first person to go?
Avius starts. Nope. Avius
I'm
does.
not going.
So who's first?
Elmon.
Elmon is first, then
Puck, if,
I know. Did you hear the begrudgingness in my voice?
Puck will go last.
Still want that bow?
Right.
Yeah.
So Rhil or Avius is second. Just need to know.
Avius.
All right. Elmon, Avius, Rhil, then Puck.
I'm finally behind you, Elmon.
Puck's in
Puck
back?
said he wants to go last.
Okay.
I got the second most health. I'm just in case something.
Meta gaming our thing. Yeah, okay.
Well, I got a shield now. Pretty shield and sword. I'm pretty excited.
Okay.
Puck's pretty excited.
You guys creak open this door and step into a small little corridor section that branches off to more stairs to the right. And you need to make stealth roll. We'll make a group stealth roll, please.
Add 10 to whatever number.
And add 10 for pass without a trace.
25.
If that was +5, it would still be pretty darn powerful.
Yeah.
Plus 10 is insane.
27.
22.
26.
Jeez. You guys
You actually got the
move
lowest
like
score.
ghosts.
No, I'm
walking down
25.
these stairs. But you are giving off a light from a lantern, FYI. You turn it off?
Or down?
Or down?
Just like have it shuttered maybe forward so that like, oh no.
I don't think this is the Coleman series.
No.
I think,
Not a Davy lamp.
I set the lamp and put it aside. I just set it on the ground there.
I
Okay.
mean,
I'll grab onto Avius's robe and
And then Avius...
So Avius has
so you
his
guys are
hand
just gonna
on...
walk around in pitch black.
I don't know.
Don't have
no,
any choice.
No, I don't.
Yeah, keep the
no.
lamp.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
need the lamp.
Keep
we
the
can't
lamp.
see without it.
lamp's on me.
Yeah, I mean, we
lamp
really.
on or off?
Lamp
Can
dim.
it turn down?
There is a hooded... You can to metal little windows, you can close off the light. It'll just come through the seams, so you won't be able to see much at all. Or you can open it up.
Weird, creepy room.
And
Yeah.
it'd be mostly like forward, right?
It'll be
It'd just
mostly
fairly
forward.
directional.
Just
I say we just... I mean, all we need is just to see where we're going. So let's just keep it with us and shuttered, and that way, as soon as we need it.
So I'm relying on the seamed light
okay.
to give me
So
enough.
it's sealed
It's
off.
sealed off.
All right. That will not impact your stealth rolls much at all. You guys hang a right-hand turn and step down these stairs and can hear up ahead a swirling magical noise. A magical noise not quite unlike the one you heard underneath the city amongst the towers in that final towered room that had that big weird ball.
Yeah, when we were underneath the seamstress
No.
shop.
No. This is
When you almost died.
No,
Yeah,
when you did die.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You had the six towers, and the final tower, and you walked up to that
Yeah.
one, and then there was this big ball of...
Started touching things.
oh, that one. Shit.
It's just a sound not unlike that.
Do we know where it's coming from?
Ahead and
Oh,
below, right where
lovely.
you're headed.
Oh, the blood streaks are still there.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep heading forward.
All
I guess.
right. You keep heading forward very quietly, and you step into a larger room, say a good 100 by 100 in dimension. It's more long. It's maybe 100 by 80 in dimension, a little bit narrower. And in this room, you see there is a sphere of darkness, magical darkness that is similar to some spells that can be cast by wizards and such. And it is moving around just a little bit and has a little undead vibe about it. But Avius, when you see this, you don't think it's anything nastier than a normal darkness spell. And it's a sphere of darkness that's been lowered down, so now it's just a dome of darkness over the middle of the room, and you cannot see what is within. The room itself is tiled, but has different moldy things growing in different patches, and there are different streaks of blood and pooled blood. There is also much fresher blood and a dead body of a naked man crumpled in the corner. you can see there are 2 figures, which you're quickly guessing are undead protectors, guards of this area, that are just stirring gently. One is seated at a nice, rich-looking chair on the far side, and it is kind of a sleek-looking, muscular figure, not armored much at all, but it has a big sword at its side, just sitting down, and you can only see it in the darkness, or in dark vision, I guess, too, as it's no, your dark vision's up to 60, so you can see it in the darkness, just shifting gently. It appears to have no idea that you're there, and I'll mark that. Move you guys back. I'll mark that. So this is darkness. This is about 50 feet, and then this is the chaired guy, and then standing in the, sorry, not there, off to this side, we'll do this. Against the wall is a slightly tall, maybe 7 foot tall figure that's just gently standing there in its idle animation routine. And you can't make much out of it, but it is also there, and also does not seem to be aware of you.
Someone very quietly reaches behind his back.
Okay.
Pulls out an arrow. Knocks it with his bow. And looks at everybody else and shrugs a little bit.
Where's where the blood is trailing off to this?
It's in multiple spots, and there's been multiple carnage. Oh, and I forgot to mention one more thing. Why are you grimacing?
Every time.
Why are you grimacing?
It's never like, oh, I forgot to mention there's this like wonderful thing that you're going to experience now.
I'll just mark it over here. On the side of the wall nearby that silhouette is a magical portal, very similar to the style you had seen before, that's set in the wall. That's got that metallic contraption.
This close.
What's
right there? This close. The Lycian Gate.
Right there. It's on this wall.
Huh. I thought this was going to be hard.
Fun.
But those gates we described to, she didn't know what they were.
Okay.
The Lycian Gate is something else. It's the same gate we've seen before, correct?
You guys destroyed something very similar to this before in the Forgotten Temple.
But it's not like,
because when I described what we saw, she was like, that's not a Lycian Gate, dummies.
Okay. So this isn't what she described, the Amariel?
I cannot recall.
I think
Amariel is her name.
Can I whisper?
Sure.
Without being detected?
Probably.
Okay. I think this is the other side of the portal that we saw in that temple.
Makes sense.
ABS, I need you to roll a 20-sided die. Just don't roll a 1. That's all. That's all. That's all you have to do.
You're hitting your...
No, that doesn't matter. It's just a critical fumble. 1.
8.
Okay. Fine.
Flirting with...
I have 19 more things to say.
One of them is gonna fuck us over.
Oh.
Shall
we?
Puck just shrugs and kind of gives a half nod, like, do it, see what happens.
I wanna cast the Hound before we do anything. Then, kind of as a sentinel in front of us.
There are no other ways out of this particular room.
There are other ways. There is also a door that is on this back area. I'm not going to mark, but there's a door here and a door here. Both of which are open.
I don't know if it's open. Maybe save that just in case.
We'll see.
I mean, that's your most powerful
spell.
I
would wait and see if it turns into...
Let's see what happens here.
I feel like we're gonna get flooded with bad guys. But
I mean, that's very possible. It's a real
just
possibility.
Remember pineapple, and you're okay.
Harry.
Oh, Harry! Oh, boy, I almost screwed myself.
Elmon will draw back, take very careful aim, and launch an arrow at the guy sitting at the table. Followed up.
That's a chair, not a table.
Yeah,
chair.
whatever.
Okay.
Followed very quickly by a second shot. The same way.
All right. You get your bow ready. Your friends, you guys being in a line isn't probably good, so assuming you're like some sort of horizontal type line.
Oh, I'll stand behind everyone now.
That is Rhil behind everybody.
Harry.
You hear a click back behind you and the door unlocks. And as you guys move around and shuffle, the enemies notice you but are still caught by surprise. He reaches and grabs for his sword, and the silhouetted figure against the wall starts to step closer. There's some balcony thing above you and all that, and then where they're sitting, just visually, by the way, there's like a ring of stone that's risen up, not a ring, but an area of stone around it. So they're like 3 feet up above where you're at, and then there's like 2 steps down to where you're at. So just letting you know.
Okay.
It's just, there's like giant steps that just stand down.
Dais.
So, we're close to the, I guess. We just came through a hall.
You came down some stairs right into this area, and then just to get to him, just letting you know, it'd be a little awkward. There's just 3 steps. But it's 3 steps here, and 3 steps here, and 3 steps here.
Okay.
Not a big deal. Then there's no advantage or anything.
But
Just
we're
visually.
close to the hall, just in case.
Yeah, the stairs are right behind you.
Very good.
The only challenge we have is if all 4 of you are trying to
shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, just smash through it, Scooby-Doo it through at the same time.
Strength checks for who goes first, I guess.
So I've rolled initiative. I've given you guys surprise, which is incredibly rare. It doesn't happen often with you guys. And right off the bat, both enemies went first, but with surprise, they do not. And Elmon, you get your bow ready, and all of a sudden, Avius lashes out first. And Avius, you may go.
Avius does, what does Avius want to do? Doesn't ever get to go first.
Savor it! Savor it! By the way, on the last time we did initiative in the last battle, Rhil, you rolled a natural 20 on this system. Just in case, that was kind of cool.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you went pretty high up there.
We'll just start out with something
Bionic
simple.
halfling.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still beneath Elmon because he rolled like an 18 plus blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
We'll do a first level arc lightning.
Arc lightning, testing the waters. Yeah. And who are you shooting at?
No, at the guard.
The silhouette figure?
Yeah.
Got it.
Silhouette. We do a 4, 7, 12.
An array of lightning flashes out for 12 points of electrical damage, and the figure stumbles a bit on the steps, continues to step back and get close. Your lightning provided enough light, and I'm assuming you're flying open your lantern as well.
Might as well.
Okay. Your light also from the electrical shines him as a mummy that he is, but his bandages are wrapped up in green and don't look pleasant. He's not your clean mummy, or even your dusty mummy. He's a moldy, unpleasant mummy.
Okay.
Mold mummy.
You're good. And next up is one of them. This guy, a third enemy you have not seen, up on a balcony above, stands up. Almost like where a choir at a church might sometimes be, or something like that. He stands up, and there's a small little lip that goes around at maybe waist height. He stands up and says, "No, it is him." And he points a finger out across the room at Elmon in surprise. Instead of them mocking you or saying they're going to kill you, it's just this, what is he doing here type vibe. And instead of jumping out or attacking or flying, if he were to have that ability, this guy is in a thick hooded cloak. He has a very zombie-ish face with lots of decayedness to the flesh, so partial zombie, partial skeleton. And instead, he leans over the lip of the edge and then just starts mentioning some of that dark speech you've heard before of the Kashatoka. And that is his action. The guy with the sword charges with speed across and charges, that would cover the distance, and comes running right at Avius and Elmon on that side of your line and has his long sword out and ready to attack, but does not get an action.
Like mummy creature?
No, he is, let me check out him one more time. He's a guy who definitely is undead, has pale skin, has those sunken eyes, has more human mobility about him, is wearing studded leather armor, and but is very, very pale and white skin, and has absolutely no fear coming right at you. Next up is Rhil. Elmon's not happy. I wanted to go first.
Rhil eyeing the creature that had just come up over the lip.
Yes.
And he's going,
He's at the far side of the room.
Encounters.
He is 100 feet away.
He is 100 feet away?
Yes.
100 feet away. That works.
Let me position this as a 50-foot point. And that's 100 feet. And the little door portal, black area.
Very simply from his location where he's at, he's and Rhil very casually goes, shh, and an bubble forms and starts to pass through the group, through the middle of the room, and completely envelops him as his call or cry is now completely diminished to nothing.
To silence.
Silence.
All right.
I love your descriptions.
They are the best.
And his little call is cut short, and it takes him a couple words to realize it, and appears to be this frustrated look of the hood back and forth. Not sure what's going on. Elmon, you are up. Sorry, Puck, you last.
Oh, I'm used to it.
It rolled a 1 with your +1.
Oh, nice.
Not so good.
So many.
So did he get like a 3 or something?
Yeah, Elmon has a 13 on the initiative roll. Puck had a 2.
Oh.
I am... You gonna be alright?
He'll be alright.
All
All right.
I am going to step forward.
Okay, like a move?
Yep. You said he's 100 feet away?
Yes.
I'm going to step forward 10 feet, realizing I will draw an opportunity attack.
All
That's
right.
fine. He will be attacking at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, your cool
because
ability.
I have the Flee the Horde.
You step out, and the sword, pale, undead fellow right next to you lashes out with an opportunity attack. Disadvantaged, misses.
And
Swings misses.
I hit 90 feet away, and Hunter's Mark appears on that. Yep, you got him.
This guy?
No, far away guy.
Our guy.
And 2 arrows quickly follow.
All right, he is hunter marked, and you remembered?
Yes.
And the shots fly.
And that's a natural 1.
Oh, no.
First shot misses. You will get to do your second shot. However, he uses that as an opportunity to step away from... Oh, the hunter mark stays with him. To step away from the silence.
Okay.
Oh, he makes 20 feet?
Yep.
Okay.
So, second shot. How about a 27?
I am giving him some +2 due to some light cover, but there's nothing that can hold up against a 27. Jeez, good hit.
6, 8, 9, 10, 12 points of damage.
Second arrow comes through and hits for 12 points of damage. Is this a magical attack?
No.
It is cut in half. Does not hurt him as much as you had hoped.
Good to know.
Shunk, he is hit with the second shot. The mummy off on the side is going to close in on your ranks. I'm going to check his speed. He is slightly not as fast and can only get up to Elmon and not Puck, who he originally wanted. and will engage Elmon, but he is then also done with his turn. And Puck, you were the last one to go. And then Avius, you'll be up.
I'm going to cast Frostbite on the guy with the sword in front of our wizard.
All right.
Constitution save on your part, or his part.
Constitution save on him is coming. 13.
No.
Oh! He gets hit with Frostbite.
4 points of damage, but he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, disadvantaged. Avius.
Avius is going to do fireball on this. What would you call that? Wraith?
Hooded fellow in the back.
Hooded fellow in the
He's
back.
definitely not a wraith. He's much more corporeal.
Okay. So fireball.
Think of him like that weird red-headed guy in Infinity War, the movie, who leads. He's the guide that leads him up to the little stone thing where he drops the girl. The German bad guy.
Red Skull?
Red Skull. Think of Red Skull with a hood on, but he's not red, but he's got that skeletal structure and a big, thick, uncomfortable, like, wool hood over his head.
So, dex save.
Fireballs lighting up that whole balcony area, ignoring any sense of cover, and there's a big fiery explosion. He needs to make a dexterity save. He dodges out of the way with an 11.
Nope.
Oh, takes the blunt of it.
Blunt? Did you say blunt of it?
Blunt of it.
Brunt?
Brunt of it. Sorry.
Rapier.
The brunt of it.
24.
Woo.
Couple ones in there, unfortunately.
So there's an explosion, and it washes into this sphere.
Yeah.
Can't quite, I don't know.
There's a huge hit. You probably do maybe even just half that damage to him initially, and he's hit, but then it's all over his cloak, and he burns for the other half and is twisting around and finally pats himself out and is not happy at all about that. It is his turn, and he is going to, I just clicked off of him, sorry. He puts one hand on the edge of this half railing thing and drops off onto the ground. And doesn't need to do that. He has done that and will move across the room and stays clear of the dark dome in the middle of the room. And he is done. He's charging towards the group. The guy, the undead guy with the sword right next to Avius, is disadvantaged with some frosty goodness, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
Is striking. Where'd he go? Goes to strike with his sword, and then it's a feint. He raises his sword and instead reaches out to touch you. And that never is a bad thing when the undead try and touch you. Oh, would have been a delightful hit. Instead, with the disadvantage, is a 6 to try and get you. And fails. You easily step out of the way of his slowed attack, Avius. And Rhil, you're up.
Rhil, where's the mummy in this mess?
Right engaged with Elmon.
Can I get behind him?
Behind the mummy?
Yes.
You can get close. You can get to there, the side of him.
I can move through larger enemies.
Then yes. That's right. You have a special halfling advantage.
Drawing my dagger, I place it into its backside.
All right. Make a dagger attack.
All right.
I have a feeling there's going to be more to this.
Oh,
I think.
there's always more to this. I'm a crafty little halfling.
Yeah,
This is your first melee attack,
This
I
is my
believe.
melee attack, yes. It's strength-based.
So it's a bonus to draw, by the way.
Bonus to draw.
So I
Okay.
think dagger should be finesse.
Yeah, we can
so-
do dexterity. Dexterity
Dex?
or strength.
Okay. Let's see. That was a 15. So 21.
21 to hit the mummy is a hit.
I'm assuming... Yeah, the dagger's a D4. D4... Where are you? I just had you. Where'd it go?
The pyramid.
Thank you. That is 3 and 3, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right, you sink it in. It doesn't go as deep as you had thought, but it does hit.
The intent is to leave the dagger behind.
All right, and you let go.
Stuck in his backside.
I know what you're doing.
The dagger's left behind, and Elmon, you're up.
I know what you're doing too. I like it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Clever girl. Okay. So magical arrow +1.
Oh.
Is going for the
Hooded figure.
The hooded figure that's recently been on fire.
You see his confident swagger as he charges across the room. Kind of slows down and he stops in his tracks as he sees like this magical imbued arrow get knocked on your bow.
And actually, before I do that, I am going to step away from the mummy. Kind of sidestep him and a little bit more towards the blue chip there.
That would be okay. That'd be a good move. All right, he's going to get an opportunity attack on.
Yeah, I know. Disadvantaged.
Mummy reaches out. I rolled a 15 and a 15 plus whatever. Hold on.
If it's more than +2, you got it.
It's 20.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's going to be a hit.
All right. This big mummy fist
Gamble.
hits.
Gamble did not pay off.
You are hit hard. This surprisingly hard for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
But
And an additional 10 points of necrotic damage burn away at your back.
Avius uses the project ward to absorb all of that.
How so? It's you have your shield that's up?
Yeah.
Okay, from what? From the earth armor that you cast?
Yeah.
And you're projecting it out to him?
Yeah.
What's the range on that?
Like 20 or 30.
That's good enough for there.
30.
And it can hold that much damage?
It's, 20. It can
Nice.
hold
Exactly
20.
20.
So,
Whoa, great projection.
Awesome.
However, there is still a lingering effect. This is a crazy blow. And you feel your body weaken in the back, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
okay. 14.
You resist, and the sensation goes away.
Ooh.
Wow, great play, Avius.
All right, my kit. Yeah.
Elmon,
that's awesome.
you're still going.
All right. So, magic. How dangerous is this thing?
just assume ultimate dangerous.
Yeah, we haven't seen yet.
Let me know when. Never mind.
Never mind.
All right. So the first arrow is going to be one of my very, very precious Mastercraft Ilnoran arrows. And this thing's wounded, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It was lit on fire.
So that's going to be 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, thank God.
That is, yes, a hit. He's got some chain shirt on, in case it matters.
$27 points of damage on the first arrow.
Okay. Hold on. Get rid of that. Okay, keep going. 27.
27.
Is a hit, and you slay him.
Really?
That's it?
Your shot goes right through his head, and his head goes jerking back, drops to the ground, and he collapses and dies.
The hunter's mark will be transferred to the mummy.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Bonus
you
action,
do have.
that is correct. And can I use now my second attack?
Yes.
Okay, great. I mean, as far as point of order,
no, you've got to do the second attack.
second
then
attack.
the-
Okay,
And,
so I'll
yeah.
use it without the hunter's mark. Okay, very good. That makes sense. And this will be a +1 magical arrow that I'm shooting. And that will be a 22 to hit.
Hits.
And it is wounded.
Yep.
With a dagger in its back. But oh no, I already used my Colossus this time, so I don't get it a second time, unfortunately. max damage, though. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
And you said this was a magical arrow?
A magical +1 arrow, yes.
All right, you have hit and wounded the mummy. Nice.
And now Hunter's Mark is transferred to him.
Okay. It is the mummy's turn. That stays there. It is the mummy's turn, and it is spinning around and attacking this little halfling that just ran between its legs and backstabbed it. The mummy rears back with its giant, infected, moldy green fist. And punches you hard. Yes, indeed, with a 20.
A 20.
Hits.
Not gonna.
This is not gonna be
taunt
nice.
Am I going to taunt it?
Yeah, or do your thing.
Your 20 won't drop it enough.
You are hit with 10 bludgeoning damage plus 10 necrotic damage. And you need to make a constitution saving throw as you feel a tingling in your chest where he hit you.
Oh!
Is that good? Is that a good sign?
An 8?
An 8. And you feel an itchiness in your chest that has no effect currently.
All right.
That can't be good, though.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry your heads. He's done. Puck, you are bringing up the end of the round. Like always. It's unfortunate. It's really weird.
First off, 3 Balms of the Summer Court at our bard.
Hey, my first healing.
Ooh, for
That's
13.
sizable.
Yeah. So yeah, he gets healed up 13 points, and then I'm gonna do frostbite again at the guy in front of, with the sword in front of Avius. So it's a Constitution save.
He has failed, rolling really poorly.
He takes 5 damage and has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, that was the sword guy.
Yes, sir.
5 damage. He's taking a little bit of damage. We are
A little bit. I'm trying to get the disadvantage on the
Yeah,
attack.
that's
the key.
as important as anything else. It's amazing how just that is probably prevented so much. That's like a heal in itself.
Mhm.
A lot of times.
You hear a sound, a scrabbling, raucous sound coming from the doors underneath where that balcony was, where the hooded figure once was at. And from the doors spew several
The word
enemies.
spew when talking about enemies is never going to be good.
In a mausoleum below ground
Fighting
in the dark.
undead.
It's never good.
Spewing enemies.
6 fast-moving zombies, known as cadavers, come pouring out, scrambling, come pouring out, and they are a little upset, but more so... Do I have it? More so... Not 3, 2... are 2 ghasts that come out the other door. Ghasts are similar to ghouls in nature. You've run into them before. They are, I think, slightly stronger than a ghoul, comparison's sake. And they also come running out, and they come spilling. They are also avoiding the dark half sphere in the middle of the room, and these guys all spill out, and they're kind of just charging in waves across the room. That's done. Avius, you're up.
Fireball
There you go.
into the mass of cadavers.
The mass of cadavers.
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay. What's the number they're looking for?
14.
Okay, pass, fail, Yes. Critically succeed and moves forward right on top of Rhil and fail. So these... No, we won't do that. We'll just have him not take any damage. So he's fine. These guys take half. Those two take full damage. What's the damage? Big fireball erupts right in the center of all these scrambling cadavers.
Oh. So 19 is full damage.
19 is full. Immediately chars and blows away 3 of them.
And then so 9.
9 to the other 2 and none to that guy. They are afire. The fire goes out and they are hurt for sure. Nice. And that was a normal attack. All right. Right next to you, however, is this guy who is still trying to... You're backing up and stepping back, Avius, right after you cast that. This guy with the sword does not use the sword and is continuing to reach out to touch someone.
Why even have the sword?
It's a decoration.
He is disadvantaged. That's why he can't get a sink in there. 19 and a 12, 16.
Ah, barely.
Got you?
Earth armor?
Reaches out and touches you.
It takes it up to 15.
Bummer.
Reaches out and touches you. We don't like the touching.
I only need to drop by 1.
Don't be touched.
2. I need it dropped by 2.
I'll do my best.
He calls out, "Don't be touched," and you can subtract Bard some cutting
8.
words.
Deal.
All right.
Nice.
And you get a little bit of extra space, and you step back a little bit forward, and he cannot quite get you.
Thank you, Bard.
You're welcome. My chest itches.
Don't scratch it.
Rhil, you are up.
Okay. I go, woohoo, and go between the mummy's legs again.
Okay.
So
You're on the other side of him.
I'm on the other side of him. I'm trying to figure out I can do that. That's move. And now I will play a specific note that a lot of people are familiar with, and that little dagger in his back starts to glow, white hot.
The dagger in the back of the mummy.
Dagger in the back of the mummy, and that
That's
requires a. Let's see.
Just any physical context takes 2d8.
Yeah. So he's got the 2d8 coming. Oh, no. There's one. It's around there somewhere. What
I'll
the
just
hell?
roll it twice.
Yeah. No! 2 points of damage.
2 points of not so hot. Gently warmed
But
him.
isn't he disadvantaged now because he cannot drop?
Now he needs to roll a Constitution save because this is not something he could attempt to try and draw out. But
So 2 points of damage. I got the 2 points of damage. Heat metal. If a creature is holding, that must make a saving throw or drop the object if it can. No, it has to make an effort to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it cannot drop the option. So it is, in fact, disadvantaged.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The ghast charges.
Oh, I almost forgot one thing.
Sure.
Rhil is taking advantage of this guy's enormous size now, and he's going to hide right there with his ability.
What's the ability?
Naturally stealthy. An attempt to hide whenever you're obscured by a creature that is at least one size larger than me. He's facing the other way.
Sure.
I can hide from the other creatures.
All right.
Whee!
You are hidden. They cannot see. They know you're in the vicinity, but they don't know where you are. Maybe they mistake you for Puck, who's not too far away. It's the same little guy, right? That's what's going on in their mind. This gas comes right up to you, Elmon, and smells just awful. It reaches out and tries to rake you with its claws.
So what me?
Rake.
Okay.
With a 15.
That would be a miss.
Oh! Strikes, maybe hits some armor, but doesn't get any skin. And
Scratches up against the studded leather of armor of Kadim.
yes, nice. Elmon, you're up.
Yay! There's only one ghast.
There's another one right behind him who's going in just a second.
But he's not currently engaged with me.
Correct.
I will move diagonally away 35 feet.
Okay.
And shoot the mummy with a magical +1 arrow.
All right. So the guy in front of you will get an opportunity attack.
At disadvantage.
Here it comes. Oh, critical hit and a 3.
Yeah, that's a
miss.
Going to be a miss.
Nice.
And first arrow.
I bardic inspiration the guy. You can do it.
Is probably going to miss with an 11.
To the mummy.
Actually, 12.
12 to the mummy. Hits.
Really? Fantastic.
Oh, it's not a ninja mummy. When it's a ninja mummy, we worry.
Ninja mummy.
Okay. 15, 19, 20 points of damage.
20 points to the mummy as a juicy hit.
And the second magical arrow. 23.
Hit.
Yep. For 11 points of damage.
And the mummy unravels before you and collapses to the ground.
Okay.
And erupts in a toxic smoke that is...
Thought I was at melee range.
Yeah, that is poisonous.
Yay.
But really, you don't have to worry about it. You're already infected.
Oh, okay.
You're totally...
I kind of wafted in.
You're used to the aroma by now.
Is that, it's poisonous?
Yes. You're...
Fuck know that?
You're...
No idea.
No.
The bonus action will be to move Hunter's Mark to the guy that's been attacking Avius.
Okay. Done. The other ghast charges and has to use another action to get to you. You slightly outran it when you moved away, so the second one's still on you, but can't get an attack this round.
Right.
We will end this round with Puck.
How tall is this room?
30 feet tall.
Okay. I didn't think so,
It's
but
not that big.
I had to ask.
There is some glass you can just barely see as well, with some daylight coming in.
Yep. Oh, there's still 3 guys over there, right?
Yeah, they are not on the ground. They were just...
2 of them are wounded.
They're
Yeah, I want to do it like that.
They are for sure within 60 feet. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife.
Ooh, the exploding ice knife at the unwounded one.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a 25.
That's a huge hit. Things are turning around for Puck.
He's gonna take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
They make
have to
dexterity saves.
Dexterity saves.
All right. Totally fine. 15. 6.
The 6 does
Takes-
not make it.
All right, how much damage does he take?
14.
That's pretty good for explosion. He is destroyed. His whole right side is just covered in shards of grenade-like ice. The sword-wielding guy who's been desperately trying to reach out and touch Avius. Avius, you normally like when people try and reach out and touch you.
I normally like that, yes.
He takes his sword and points it at the sphere, and he says, "Help!" And the sphere pulses momentarily, and you hear more cries of scrambling cadavers coming from those 2 doors at the far side, and howls as more are about to come screaming in. But more chilling is somehow, in some way, you're not sure how, even you wizard people are not sure how, but the light above dramatically shifts as though the sun has moved quite a bit. And the faded green light is still there coming in through the window, but it has a bit of an orange hue to the light.
We need to go.
Yeah.
And we will stop there for tonight.
God damn it.